Alright, we should be live?
You guys see a big picture of grass, right?
Yes.
Yes. It's on
Okay.
fire.
Yeah, that's just how things are here.
Fantastic.
Always on fire.
Alright. Yes, we are live. I have the link I'm gonna tweet now.
Hopefully we don't leave with the world on fire.
Yeah.
Well, at least it wouldn't be worse than when you found it, I guess.
This is true.
All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Three
Hello.
Galaxies. Palladium Fantasy Edition. When last we left, you guys had traveled through one of the portals on Center to the world of Palladium, which is Susanna's home, in an attempt to get her back to her mother. And hang on a second. Okay, kid, I'll get you in just a moment. Shit ton of arrows. Nice, very descriptive. And you travel through into a big, very fairly flat grassland. You can see the picture there. When I say flat, I mean relatively speaking. Yes, it's rolling hills, but you don't see any mountains. You don't see any forest. You see basically grass as far as the eye can see where you are. And a little bit of ways away from the portal, you met a man who owned a wagon, who was an older gentleman willing to take you to at first it was the closest village, but then you guys had made a deal for him to take you all the way to the port to get to Lupin, which is where Susanna is from. And that includes just a first stop at the village for the night, where you guys can further assess where you want to go and exactly what you want to do from there. Not much of a recap because, much like the characters, the players are in a very new setting with not a lot of info. So, yes, any questions about where you are or what's happening at the moment before I describe what's happening?
Yeah.
Am I on top of the roof?
If you want to be,
Thank you. I would like to be.
it's the
You
magic.
wanted me
of
to roll
role-playing,
an
kid.
intelligence check for a reason?
Yes, I did indeed. So Xavier, you were here 15 years ago. I want to see if he still has a good idea of the worth of money here on Palladium, at least what it was 15 years ago, given how money can
The worth
fluctuate.
of money? You mean?
Yes, as in how much a coin in Palladium would get you. Like,
Gotcha.
is because a gold coin could be a night at an inn, it could be a loaf of bread.
Okay.
You really don't know.
So what's the threshold? How many
Uh,
times my
Times your intelligence by 3 and try and get under it.
All right. So it's 15, so 45 or lower. 24.
Okay. Okay, so it's
Wow.
not like something I can just tell you, okay, this is what you know. It's going to be more of the instance of Inferno just whenever it comes to money, ask me, hey, would Xavier have any idea if this is
A
what
good
he
deal or a bad deal?
Exactly.
Okay.
And I will let you know.
Okay.
Good roll. And kid, yes, you wanted a short bow and a ton of arrows. Give me 1 second and I will convert that for you. As I should have mentioned for everyone who's viewing, they were able to buy certain items on Center before they came here using credits. There was a store that sold period specific items. So give me a second here as I convert this. It's going to be 450 credits for the short bow. And the arrows is going to be, hang on, 300 credits per dozen. And we'll say that includes the cost of the quiver. So get however many you'd like. All right. So the 7 of you pile into the wagon. The 5 of you, Susanna and Cathor. Oh, sorry. The 9 of you, because Beatrice and Gloop are also with you. Who, by the way, I did
Yes.
not really describe much of them last session when you were going through. Beatrice certainly went to the same store you did. She is wearing what looks like fairly comfortable fitting studded leather armor, is carrying a fairly sturdy metal mace at her side and a large crossbow slung on her back. She seems to move pretty comfortable, as if she's this is not unfamiliar to her. And Gloop, we'll say today Gloop is in the shape of Anna. Just whatever Anna's wearing at the moment.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
You have a friend.
I have friends?
Nah.
It was a lie.
JKs.
You guys climb into the wagon. It's a fairly bumpy ride, mostly because there's no road out here. This portal literally opens up into the middle of a big prairie. And he tells you, he'll look back at some point and he'll be like, it's about a good 4 hours to the closest village. It's where I live. You can shack up there for the night. We don't rightly have an inn, but we have a tavern, and I'm sure that we can accommodate you. And I'll see about making this a bit more comfortable for the rest of the journey.
Great.
Okay.
And then, just continues to plod along at a very slow pace, which Isaac's probably used to. Most of you are not used to moving. You're moving at about 10 miles an hour.
Okie dokie.
Kid, are you on the floor holding your stomach? And why would that be? Is Kid not feeling well? Is motion sickness?
They vomited last time
because of
when
the
they
portal,
came
so
through
you're
the portal.
You're still
Yeah.
feeling the
She's role playing.
after effects. Yeah, no, I'm
Of
all
garbage.
for it.
Ah,
To make sure, just wanted to make sure that was what it was.
yes.
So, the ride will continue for about 4 hours or so. He's true to his word, and as the sun starts to dip behind you onto the horizon, you approach a fairly small village. Give me a second. You hit a stream about 3 miles in, and he starts following along the stream. And not too long after that, you come across what is his home village. It looks to be fairly small, only a handful of buildings that run along the river's bank. The river at this part is wide enough that it is fairly difficult to cross. There's one bridge that spans and connects both sides of the village, and you see lots of fishing boats moored to the docks. And he'll tell you as you approach, he goes, "This is my home, Fisherman's Cove, it's called."
Looks cozy.
Well, it's yes, sir. It's not much to look at, but the people are decent, and it's quiet. That's the important thing. Yeah, it's quiet,
How is the air around here?
very clean, very crisp.
You just hear just deep inhales and going at the top of the I'm assuming, is it now unmoving? Or is it still on the journey to this town?
Oh, we could say like you're pulling up to the village.
Lucas leaps off the top of it, thumps and spins around and says, "Well, what are we waiting for?"
Nothing really.
Zuzana kind of pauses. Well, okay, yeah, but what are we doing? I mean,
I'm assuming we're going to get a spot under the bridge.
She gives this look of like absolute rejection. She goes, "No, we're not."
Oh, you have a place here?
Well, I'm sure that we can find a place. A hayloft would be better than sleeping under a bridge.
Do they got those here?
She gives this like she rolls her eyes and jumps down off the cart and she says, "Oh, tourists," and starts walking across the stone bridge.
Just look around. I just don't see a barn. Starts like looking around hastily.
The driver will say, "Well, I mean, is there anything in particular I can help you find before I stable my wagon?"
No. The tavern, I guess. Where are we supposed to be sleeping?
Well, honestly, I don't rightly know, but if anyone would be able to let you know or help you with that, which I'm sure they could, the tavern would be the best place to ask.
Which is where?
And he'll point to this building.
All right. Isaac's gonna make his way over there.
Okay.
Xavier will move to one side of the wagon as well, of course, and ask the gentleman, "So, what time will be off? Will we be off in the morning then?"
Oh, right about sunrise. I like to start early, if that suits you.
Suits us just fine.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna. He holds up the little gem. Put this to some good use and see if I can't get you guys a bit more of a comfortable ride. Fine folk like you shouldn't be sitting on wooden benches all the way to Lupin.
Much appreciated. Looks like you're earning your keep already. That's fantastic to hear.
Yes, sir. And then he'll start leading his wagon off over across the bridge, kind of the way Susanna went. Isaac, hang on, let me pull your token down. We have maps, guys. Maps!
Yay, maps!
So let me just, hey, let me not put your tokens on the GM layer. How about I put it in the token layer?
Sweet.
Pull your tokens out real quick, and you can mosey around at your leisure.
Okay, where's the door?
Yeah, there isn't.
Whoa.
Whoa! Hang on, I'll fix that as soon as I fix Susanna. There.
Susanna, no!
Had a growth
Uh,
spurt.
There's not many doors on the map, but it's right here.
Okay. I'm gonna head inside.
Okay. Inside the tavern, there's not a lot of people. There's one gentleman sitting at a table over here, dressed pretty nicely. He's wearing what looks to be dark leather leggings and a vest and a white billowy shirt and quite a bit of jewelry on him. And he seems to, even at this early hour, well, it's evening, but he seems to be into his cups. There's a couple, looks like a man and a woman getting along in years, eating here. And there is a middle-aged woman behind the bar over here.
Over here?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna make my way over to the bar.
Greetings, traveler.
Hi.
I assume Tom just brought you in.
I guess. Is that the cabbage farmer guy?
Yeah. It's odd. We're mostly fishermen here, but says his dad did it and his dad before him, etc., etc. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm rambling. What can I do for a stranger?
Me and my friends are looking for a place to stay. Also some food and drink for the night.
She kind of like stretches. Well, we're more of a tavern than an inn, but we do get visitors from the portal that stay from time to time. The best I can offer you is the houses across the bridge. they will routinely put people up. You might have to share some beds, or a few of you might have to sleep on the floorboards, depending on how many of you there are. But it's out of the weather, and it's dry, and they usually feed you breakfast in the morning. It's a good deal.
Okay. So just the houses across the way.
Oh yeah, and she'll point to them, and she'll point to the big house here and the big house here.
These two.
Yes.
All right. And do they do dinner as well, or?
Oh no, I'm afraid you have to come here for that. But
Okay.
it's the best in the village, I can guarantee you.
All right. Thank you.
She'll nod.
Isaac.
So- Oh, go ahead.
Isaac will just share that information with the rest of the group.
Okay. Xavier's going to turn over to Susanna, and he's going to say, I'm a little out of touch with the whole political landscape here. It has been, 15 years. Any chance anyone's going to recognize you around here as Zephaniah's daughter, or, a lady, so to speak?
Oh no, not this far out, certainly. Lupin, our home is small, rich, but their influence is still growing. Way out here, no one would know who I am. But you do bring up a good point. Maybe over dinner I can tell you guys a little bit about the, well, as you call them, politics here. It might be useful if we're having to travel around the land.
I would imagine so, yes. He says, and no one else has been here before, so yeah, that refresher will be extremely handy. Okay. Are you happy to be back home?
Well, I mean, kind of. Where you're from, Xavier, it's amazing in a lot of ways, but it's also so crowded, and so much is assaulting you at every second of the day.
Yeah, says Xavier. Well, happiness is relative. Comfort is relative, right? People are used to where they're normally from, so I don't blame you for that. It's interesting to be back, says Xavier as he wanders over to the edge of the bridge. It's starting to bring up a lot of old memories, but I won't bore you with that just yet.
She'll walk over with you, and she'll be like, well, I will say, I'm gonna miss, what was it called? Running water? Showers?
Yeah,
I'm gonna miss those.
yeah, central plumbing, electricity, medical care, says Xavier as he begins listing off all the advantages of a sci-fi environment. I'm done though.
All right.
Shampoo.
Real quick, kid. You poor kid's not having a good day. You notice something as you sit by the fire. You normal fire doesn't really affect you. I mean, it can burn your fur, but it doesn't hurt you in particular, right? This time when you get as close as you're used to getting, it gets hot. It gets scorching hot.
Kid scrambles back a little bit and looks confused as hell.
And as you scramble back, you get a splinter from the floor stuck into your foot, which is probably the first time in your life that's ever happened. Splinters don't stick you.
Oh my god. Kid actually just looks at the bottom of their foot.
And mechanically speaking, Elora, Kid is now an SDC creature.
Oh my god!
You
A lot of
for the
STC, but you're still STC.
Well, correct. However, you take your current MDC maximum. It's what is your current maximum? I know what it was a level or two ago.
I didn't realize it changed.
It does.
Oh.
What
Well,
is
it's
it
still
at
at
the moment?
160 right now.
Okay. It is half of that.
Oh. Okay.
You still literally have 7 times the amount of SDC Xavier has.
Okay, so you're at 80 SDC?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Isaac has more SDC.
What is this bullshit?
Still,
By
you have-
2?
I was gonna say you have way more than the average person, but
No.
Isaac has never been average.
Now, hold on. If I remember correctly, I think MDC creatures don't have HP.
Correct.
So
what
I
kind
think,
of HP does she have?
yeah.
So
Should it just be halved of like 80 and 80?
No, because usually you have more SDC than you usually. I'm sorry, Xavier. You have more SDC than HP. No, I would say it's gonna be a like a 60-40 split. So give me a second. That's a good question. I did not think about that. My apologies.
You could do 60-40, you could do 33 and 66.
Yeah,
That's the same
that'll
thing.
work.
Yeah.
33 and 66. So, but that's so basically. Oh,
It's
you know
the
what?
same
We'll
thing.
just do it this way. You have 30 hit points and 50 SDC. Keep it simple.
Kiss.
Right.
Kiss. Keep it simple.
All right.
Stupid.
The first time Alora's ever had to track the difference between HP and SDC.
Oh god.
I
Alright,
hate
so
this
that's
world.
30 hit points
And
and
50 SDC. And for a refresher, SDC is the damage you take generally first, and it's more like the stuff that hurts, but you can shrug it off. Hit points, when you start getting into your hit points or something damages your hit points, because there are things that will go straight to your hit points, that's really hurting you, breaking
Straight to
bones,
your-
internal
Yeah,
bleeding,
yeah.
that kind of thing. So,
oh boy.
yep.
Oh boy.
Have fun.
Have fun, Elora. Have fun.
Oh my god.
Elora.
Oh my god. That means all of my heals will actually work this time on her.
Also, and any of the magic users and psychic users would have felt this instantly. Your spells do the same number of whatever they did before, but now it's SDC. So if it was like Armor of Ithim that did MDC, it now does SDC. If it's a Firebolt, it does SDC.
Yeah. And the STC damages aren't changed?
Are not changed.
Okay, cool. I'm good then.
Alright. Well, after Kid has plucked their very first splinter out of their foot, they're going to gingerly walk over to them and to the rest and go, I hate this place.
Why? What's up?
The fire hurts.
Huh. How?
I don't know. It just does. And a thing stuck in my foot? That doesn't happen. It's not supposed to happen.
No, that's not. So you need to be extra careful then. We need to get you some armor. Eventually. But let's get some food and some rest for tonight.
All right, Lucas, what are you doing?
I'm checking under this bridge.
All right, it's very muddy down there. Smells of water and algae, and you can tell the water is surprisingly clear, very crystal clear. You can even see fish swimming through it. Looks to be at its deepest. Looks to be about maybe 12 to 15 feet deep in the center, and has a fairly lazy current. But under the bridge itself, no trolls, if that's what you were looking for. No treasure, just it's the underside of a stone bridge.
Okay. He's probably just gonna stand there, and inspect it for a little bit, and kind of listen to where everyone else might be going, if they're getting like closer or farther or whatnot.
You've seen Anna, Isaac, and Kid disappear into the tavern. Xavier and Susanna are on the other side of the bridge from you, and Cathor is just standing around, taking in the sights. Beatrice and Gloop have also begun wandering around. Which I should probably get their tokens. Or at least, for now, I'm just going to have Beatrice's token, because I'm not going to pull out a different token for whoever Gloop is that day.
Fair enough.
Here's two Annas.
All right. So, who wants to do? What do you guys want to do? What's the plan?
I am going to have dinner.
Okay. The barmaid would come over and she'd say, so you are going to join us for dinner. Well, what can I get you?
Do you have any steak?
Yeah, I can get you steak. Is that going to be the same for everyone? Three of you. Are there more?
Yes, there's more. There's the three of us plus 6 more.
I see. Well, I can prepare just a meal for all of you, and we'll say, for 6 of you, meat, I say 30 gold.
No, it's 9 of us. But 30 gold?
I'm sorry,
Okay.
9. Yeah, 30 gold for the 9 of you.
Okay. The thing is, we don't have gold, we have gems? Would that work?
She kind of shakes, she kind of like scratches her head and she goes, I suppose, sure. Okay. Yeah. She just kind of like stammers a bit. She goes, it's not common, but yeah, of course. I can always use gems.
All right.
It depends on the value, of course, if it's worth it.
He's going to take out the superior amethyst and place it on the table. I don't know how much that is worth, so...
That'll do. She takes it up.
Okay.
And she whisks back behind the bar and disappears. Actually, it looks like she disappears down some stairs.
See, I don't know if we just got screwed or not.
You just got screwed.
Son of a bitch.
I'll go get the others.
Yeah, please do.
All right, you see Xavier and Susanna standing by the riverside. You see Lucas standing next to Cathor, and you see Beatrice kind of just... Actually, right now, it looks like Beatrice is not sure if she stepped in mud or something else. She's not taking chances, and she's cleaning off her boot.
Hey, they're cooking some food for us.
That's kind.
Susanna goes, I'm starving. And I was just talking to Dad that we should maybe sit down and all talk about, well, this place and tell you what I know.
That would definitely be useful.
Okay.
Lucas scratches the side of his head. Where's the door?
The door is obvious. It's just not on the map. This map did not come with doors.
This
Right
map
there.
is
You just
doorless.
make your own.
Yeah. Right there.
Oh boy.
Beatrice will follow you, as well as Susanna and Cathor.
Secret wall door.
Xavier, are you going to go join him?
Yep, sure I am.
All right. So you guys go inside, and then you sit around the table. It's a bit of a tight fit for all of you, but you can make it work. And it takes about good 5 minutes for you all to get kind of settled in. And Susanna goes, well, since we're going to be waiting for the food for a bit, I guess this would be a good time. And she pulls out a small purse that she has and reaches into it a bit deeper than you think that she should be able to, and pulls out a 1.5 foot long scroll. And as she unscrolls it on the table, and it is a very detailed map of Palladium. And she goes, well, this is Palladium. I guess it'd be best to start pointing things out, I suppose. We are here somewhere, right around there. Home, Lopan is here. We're an island nation. And, to the south of us, you have the Western Empire. They're very powerful and very aggressive. They tend to think everyone should be part of them, and we are constantly struggling to dissuade them from trying that. To the east of us is the Great Northern Wilderness. We'll probably have to travel through there. That is Wolven territory. And the kingdoms of the Wolven are, well, they're not exactly what you'd say friendly with humans, but they're also not barbarians. And if we run into trouble, we should be able to reason our way out of it, I hope. Well, so I was thinking, there's really two things we can do, because we're quite a ways away. She kind of looks at the map and does like a little finger measuring, and she goes, well, it's about 800 miles to Lopan, as I said before. And, we could take the wagon as we agreed, which is probably the safer route, even if we are going through Wolven territory. But the thing is that would take, 40 days, give or take. The other option we have, and I don't know if you would consider it an option, but we could go down to the port town of Ray and see if we could get passage on a ship. It'd be much, much faster. I guess maybe, 10 days or so, not including the time to get to Ray. And, but the problem with that is that, well, these waters are notoriously full of pirates. So it's faster, definitely, but I don't know if that exactly means safer. I don't want to give you all the impression that this world is some scary, awful place, but it can be.
That's all places.
Yep, that is literally all places.
She looks at Anna and Xavier gratefully and nods. Right. So, I went by sea, but I had my uncle there, and he's a pirate hunter of sorts, so it was much safer. I don't really know what the best route back would be.
I don't know almost anything about boats. I love pirates. I want to do the boat thing.
Well, to be honest, I don't mind the boat thing. I'm an okay swimmer. But I also don't mind the Wolfen territory, going that direction. Because, I mean, if we run into some Wolven, I mean, we've met Wolven before. These probably won't be the same kind of people, but at least we've dealt with them before.
It wouldn't be a culture shock.
In my experience, they are very honorable, but they can also be aggressive if they feel that you are encroaching on their territory or dishonoring them, or I mean, if you run across the wrong group.
Plus, we have someone that's masquerading as a wolf and that is not a wolf, and that could spell trouble. My vote is for the sea to go by boat, without a doubt.
Oh, that's really true. Yeah, maybe the sea is the best idea then. All right.
I'm down
Xav-
for some ocean smells.
Good. Speaking of, well, not speaking of, but Xavier rests his feet on the table and he says, "I got a question for you and Beatrice, right?"
Beatrice, yes.
Yeah, Beatrice.
Yes. Oh, sorry. Yes.
No. I just want to make sure.
Mhm.
Remember, you know Inferno with names. Sometimes if he doesn't have it written down in front of his face, he forgets.
I'm the same way, pal.
So I went. Xavier says, "So I was looking at the shops for stuff and armor, and my armor and your armor are pretty much the same, except you have those little metal divots in them. What are those supposed to do? Are they decorative?"
No, these are studs. If you have
Yeah.
you never spent time in a environment such as this?
Except I did 15 years ago, and I didn't see any reason to put little studs in my armor. I kind of went on with my dashing good looks, charm, and wits. After all, I just thought, I've seen other people with them. I just figured they were decorative, right? Because, I mean, if I want to stab you with my sword, those little metal bits aren't going to stop me.
Maybe not, but they would definitely help if someone were trying to slice me. And the metal is a bit wider underneath the material than it may look.
If you say so, says Xavier, giving a shrug.
She'll kind of shrug. She'll say, "I admit, this kind of armor is not going to stop a determined blade, but a glancing blow, it can stop that very well."
All right. Well, hopefully we won't have to worry about any blows, glancing or otherwise, says Xavier with a bit of a smirk.
It also might help against blunt weapons too.
Blunt
I'm
weapons?
Not sure though.
Really? Feel how soft this leather is, Xavier. You think anything like a hammer is going to stop that? Mm-mm.
Well, the studs, it disperses the energy over a wider area.
Xavier once again shrugs and gives a smirk. If you say so.
I mean,
all I can say is, I look good in this. Right?
That's just an estimation. I'm not even sure. I'd have to perform tests and whatnot.
Yeah, well, let's not hit Anna or Beatrice with swords or hammers.
Actually, Dad,
What?
I've been meaning to ask this.
Uh-huh.
Do you even know how to use that? And she'll point to the short sword.
Like in theory, yeah, the pointy end goes into the other dude.
She just gets this like deadpan look. Right.
The ruins that I found your bracelet in was just mostly filled with like traps and pitfalls and scary words. There weren't actually anything in there that could hurt me. It was abandoned, by like everybody. Well, there was a couple big bugs, but I just avoided them, like whatever. But yeah, like I have a different skill set. I'm not like Isaac, and I'm not like Beatrice, and I don't know any magic, but I get by just fine on my own, very much. And I made it through this crazy land once before, 15 years ago. I imagine I can do so again. I bet actually, Xavier says with a bit of a smile, one thing I am good is calculating odds. How about this, my friends? I bet... He pauses for a moment. Okay, this is all I have, Xavier says, bringing up the last diamond that Isaac gave him. He'll say, but I'll bet this, that I will not pull my blade for as long as we are on this planet.
I mean,
I don't believe you.
Well, then bet against me.
Isaac's going to turn to Anna. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not going to see.
He's not going to use it, but he's going to use it in a bluff.
You know, actually,
I said I won't use. I said I won't pull
You said
my
you
blade.
would draw it. You will draw it in a bluff.
Exactly.
Well, now you're not because I called you out on it, but...
Listen, either take the bet or don't.
I'm not going to take the bet because
I got steak waiting for me.
Yeah, I'm not going to take the bet because you have so much control over this. But I will say I'm a fighter. He's not a fighter. He's a lover. Lover, fighter.
Tell that to the
lover.
vampires I shot in the face.
Yeah, you got a couple of really nice hits. I will admit that.
Susanna will look straight at Xavier, and in an uncanny imitation of just a few minutes ago, she'll say, "If you say so."
She's learning!
Well, put your money where your mouth is there, little miss, says Xavier.
You know I don't have any.
You're
Well,
betting with
then
a child now.
Give me an IOU. You'll have some when we get back to you. Lopan, right?
She shakes her head. She says, "I'm not taking that bet."
Wusses each and every one of you. He pauses for a moment and looks over towards the bartender.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, Lucas, I was wondering. You were unceremoniously silent, sir. I was concerned.
I have a question. Is Lucas going to bet his drugs?
I don't have those anymore.
Damn.
I made him get rid of them. No, I didn't.
Well, I'm willing to take that bet, not knowing what it was.
Okay.
I was honestly really distracted.
Okay, great. You're the best type of person to bet with, says Xavier. So we'll square up at the end of our little escapade on this planet. And I'll give you a fighting chance. The bet was that I will not pull my blade while I'm here. I'm so confident I will not require it. Pull the blade or the hilt.
Beatrice kind of folds around. She goes, "Pull any blade or just that blade? Because what's to stop you from going to a store and buying-"
Clever. I'm going to say, says Xavier, pull any blade.
And I assume if I took the bet, I couldn't then hold you down and force you to do it. That would be considered unfair.
Yes, that would be very much against the rules, Beatrice.
She'll sigh. Then I'm out.
Yeah, I have to willingly want to do it. All right, excellent. Xavier pauses for a moment. Looks
Wouldn't
towards
be
the bartender. I'll be right back, says Xavier. Xavier realizes he has to earn some coin. So, he will go to the bartender, and he'll ask very sweetly with a charming smile, "Good evening."
Oh, yeah, your steaks are almost done.
Oh, that's not a problem. I'm really looking forward to them. I'm just wondering what folks do around this wonderful, quaint little village for fun. Are there any games of chance or sporting events or anything similar of the sort? Dice, cards, you know.
Some of the men will gather here on evenings and play dice. If generally not during harvest season, but if you're looking for a game of chance, that's about all you're going to find out here.
Fair enough. Oh, I won't say no to it. I always like learning new games. Where might these ruffians roll their dice?
She'll shoot a glance over at the gentleman, like one of the only people still in, or actually in here at the moment, sitting at the table over here. It's not letting me click for some reason. There we go.
I just see roofs.
I'm sorry?
Oh, never mind. I don't just see roofs. My map moved. Okay, never mind. Please continue.
She'll say, "Well, I mean, Odious is always up for gambling, but I don't know, you might want to... He tends to drink too much, if you know what I mean."
I do know exactly what you mean. He needs a little intervention, I think. Thank you so much. Mhm.
What? Like she doesn't say anything because Xavier just walks away, and she's like,
No, I didn't say I walked away. I just said thank you very much.
She just kind of goes, right. Just, well, he can get angry, so please don't do anything stupid.
Oh.
I'm going to go eat your steaks.
Great, says Xavier. I'll take mine over there as he points towards that gentleman's table as he saunters on over, and he turns to the group, gives a big wink at them, and resumes. Let me know when you're ready, and I'm going to approach this guy.
Sure.
Is he winking at him because this is part of the... Is he going to not draw his blade at him? Is that what he's trying to do?
Lucas can only wonder. Before we go over to Xavier real quick, everyone, I have added that map to your handouts. So if you open up your journals, you'll be able to see it so that you can look at it at any time. You won't be able to zoom in as much as you could when it's actually, where I take you there, but you can use it for reference anytime you need to. Anyone else at the table want to do anything before I go with Xavier's gambling escapades?
No.
All right.
I'm good.
Then.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Then we'll say about the same time Xavier starts walking over there, the barmaid comes out with everyone's steaks. And it's not just steaks, actually. It's steaks and boiled cabbage. And they are a very hearty helping. There is more than enough for everyone at this table. Even Kid. So while you guys started eating, Xavier, you approach the table of the man who is, like I said before, he is fairly flamboyantly dressed. He's wearing a black leather vest and breeches, and has knee-high boots and a lot of jewelry. His hair is a bit greasy.
A lot of jewelry, you say. Excellent. Good.
And as you approach, he kind of looks up from his cup and he goes, "You're new here?"
I am, sir, a weary traveler that's just passing on through, but also a traveler that's bored. I heard that you do like to roll some dice in games of chance, and I thought, perhaps, I see you have quite the collection of jewelry, perhaps you'd like to wager to add one more to your collection, as Xavier presents the diamond in his hand before putting it back into his pocket.
His eyes, like the diamond, begin to sparkle when he sees you hold up that diamond and put it back in your pocket. And he goes, well. It's been a while since we've had travelers here with some means. By all means, stranger, sit at my table. I am Odious Odur. Pleasure to meet you.
You too, Odious. You may call me, he says... Oh, just call me Z for now.
Z. It's okay. It must be a peasant thing.
No, far from it. It's just you'd never know. Names have power after all.
Well.
Oh, fine, Xavier says. You can call me Mr. Embertown, or Ember for short.
Ember. Now that's a name. Well, Mr. Ember, the game's dice. Do you know how to play?
I know to roll them and count all the numbers, but your specific rules I'm not familiar with. Please educate me.
And for the sake of argument, we'll say that he does educate you instead of spending session time teaching you a game.
Yes.
He will show you what needs to be done. It's one of those betting games, almost like the one from the Pirates of the Caribbean, where you roll dice and then you try and outbid each other, and whoever goes too high, if the other one calls the other's bluff, they lose.
Okay, so it's about calling bluffs.
Yeah, so it's half rolling dice and half playing the other person. Exactly.
So this is like 5 dice on a cup?
Exactly. It's exactly like 5 dice in a cup. Thank you. I could not think of the name. And he'll pull out a what looks like a polished pearl, and he'll put it on the table. And he goes, "Well, there's mine."
Now, give me a moment, Xavier. Give me a moment, me. Give me a moment, Xavier. Control. Give me a moment, Squee, because of that roll you made me do how to figure out the worth of things. Is a pearl the same as a diamond?
No, no, it's
far
not.
from it.
Mm-mm.
You'll need several more of those if you were to match my diamond, but if you want to start small, I can understand.
He kind of laughs. All right, stranger. Fair enough. And he'll take out a small coin pouch. It looks about the size of it's the type of pouch that would fit in your hand.
Okay.
And it looks fairly hefty. And he'll plunk it on the table. And he'll go, "There. Now, are we going to play?"
Yes, says Xavier. Now, shall it just be one round takes all, or would you like the best of a number? Best of 3, best of 7? Xavier gives a wide smile. I want to give you a sporting chance after all.
Arrogant, too.
Not
I don't
arrogant,
care
confident.
if you want to lose quickly or slowly, but I got nothing to do tonight.
Well, let's lose. Xavier pauses for a moment. Slowly, then.
Fair enough. All right.
This will give Xavier a better chance to size up his opponent.
So here's how I'm going to do this.
Yes.
Since the rolls themselves are completely random, I am going to... Well, you know what? I'll give you the option, because there's 2 ways I could do this. I could do, we each roll, and I roll in secret, so you don't know what he rolled particularly. And we do opposing trust checks. Or we can just leave the random out of it and do opposing trust checks.
Let's be fair to the game itself and have some random in it and opposing checks. Now, here's the thing, though. He gave me a chance of winning a best of, and he said slow. So will this be like the best of 12, the best of 20 to get the grand prize? What do you think, Squee?
Yeah, I'll say that you guys play, say, the best of 12. For the sake of time, let's say the best of 3 for the rolls.
Okay, sure. That works for me. Yeah. Now, this is what I want to do then. For best of 3 for the rolls, this is emulating for this. I want Xavier to purposefully lose the first one so I can gauge his reaction. What his soft point is, if he has any tells, if he gets overconfident, etc. I'm willing to sacrifice a potential loss to get an upper hand in the long run. You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely. All right, so then give me a second. I'm going to roll something in that case, which is basically just his trust, his ability to make you trust him. Oh, wow. No, he rolled. Okay, I messed that up. He rolled. Unfortunately, Xavier, this guy's solid as a rock. You don't get any tells off that first one.
All right, well, then let's just play the rest.
Okay. So, roll me a d20, and I will roll a d20.
All right. I don't know what's good, so I'm going to just trust you completely here.
We'll just say higher is better.
Okay.
And then, give me a second. I haven't GM rolled in so long. I got to look at it. I think it's just dash or slash GM roll, right?
Do a test one.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Like roll a d50 or something so it doesn't,
Yep, okay, that works. All right, so... Because I never hide my dice from you guys.
Yeah. This is a special case, I hear you.
Okay. So you both slam your cups down, and you kind of lift it up on your side so you see your dice, and he lifts it up so he sees his dice. And then what we'll do is I want you to try and roll under your threshold, and he's going to try and roll under his threshold. And
So trust, intimidate, obviously. Intimidate
Correct.
like bluffing. Okay,
correct.
got it. All right, I got 70%. Let's see how we do. Oh, fuck off, game!
He sucked
Fuck
too.
off!
Neither of you succeeded, so neither of you get a read on each other.
Okay.
So at this point, here's what we're going to do. We'll just basically go as high as you want until you're ready to stop or call bluff on him. Does that make sense? Like, say, I have an 8. Yeah, well, I have a 10. Yeah, well, I have a 13. I don't believe it. Call. And then if he has a 13, he wins. If he doesn't, you win.
Wait, so
Make
you
sense?
want me to play this game, this bluffing game right now?
Yeah, because neither of you, if you'd gotten a read on him, you would have been able to win it. But since neither of you succeeded, neither of you have a read on each other. So now it just comes down to who rolled
Who has
better.
the best dice, right? So
Exactly.
can't you just tell me who has the
sure.
best dice?
Sure, we could do that then. You do. You have the best dice, so you win.
Yay! Okay, sweet.
Yeah, he rolled very poorly on the dice, so
Good.
at least you got that one. All right, and then we'll just do one more. So
This
same
is
thing.
for the winner. Yeah.
Yes, it
We're
is.
winning chicken dinner. All right.
Oh,
Lady
boy.
Luck. Mwah! Lady Luck. You can hear me, right? You can
Oh
hear
yeah,
me
I
celebrating?
can. I can hear you. All right.
I definitely can.
So
I
go
definitely
ahead.
can't. Sorry. R.I.P. your ears, dude. Sorry.
So go ahead and roll. Try and get under your threshold.
Yep, I got under it.
Okay, he did not. Xavier,
Yes.
you know that he has whatever he has. He's very confident in it. Very, very confident.
Wait, good. Then Xavier for a moment, and it'll say, "Oh, this is like we're getting near the end of the night, right? It's getting really close
Right,
to a
right.
best of 12, right?" So
Mhm.
Xavier will say, "My friend, I can tell in your eyes and the profession of your demeanor that I'm not dealing with just some common peasant. You're a professional gambler. And professional gamblers know that when the stakes are at the highest is when you can reap the most rewards. Here, at this moment, before we reveal our cups, how about we raise the stakes just a little bit more?"
All right. What are you thinking?
You see that? He points over towards Isaac's magic blade, with a blade on Isaac's person.
Which Isaac? What blade do you have on you right now?
I have a pole arm.
Oh,
Yeah,
pole arm. Sorry.
just a-
Yeah,
but-
Yeah.
pole arm.
All right.
I
it's just
have
a
the
normal
bicento.
pole arm, right?
Yeah.
You got it. All right. He'll nod. He'll go, "What about it?"
That's mine. I've lent it to him. I'm quite wealthy, and he's a mercenary in my employ. I lent him that weapon. But I'm feeling reckless, edgy. I'll wager that against the necklace that you have around your neck. What do you say?
All right. You got a deal.
And Xavier's going to raise up a hand and say, "Gentlemen's agreement."
He'll shake. Gentleman's agreement.
Good. On the count of 3, show your dice. No, that's not how that works, does it? Sorry,
Well,
it's a
you
bluffing game, right?
we'll say it got down to that point. You know
Okay,
what I mean?
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it got
What do
down
you
to that
have? What do you
point.
have? What do you have? Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
And you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought this was amazing, I have made a screenshot and I'm going to put it into Discord. He uncovers his cup
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and he also rolled a 20.
Oh.
Fucking kidding me.
Oh.
I know, it's amazing. You can see the GM roll right under yours.
Look at this fucking thing on goddamn Discord.
Yeah.
piece of
It's a
shit!
20.
So what happens? It's a tie?
It's a roll off.
It's a roll-off?
It's
Shit!
now just a roll off.
Oh, I thought I was
Roll-
gonna win. Oh shit, Isaac. Oh shit, Isaac.
Just roll a d20 and see who gets higher.
It's okay. It's not like I spent 50,000 credits on that.
Get it better than
Don't
a
worry about
14.
it. You're not gonna have to give it to him. We might have a fight though. We'll see.
I love
Xavier.
dice.
Xavier's gonna pause for a moment, and he's gonna say, "Because it's so close, is it all right if I have a little of a small amount of help? Someone dear to my heart blow on my dice for luck? Will that be permitted to you?"
And give you a chance to cheat? Not a chance. Roll them.
Okay, same here. So I roll a D. Oh, and you roll a 14, right?
Just get over a 14.
On a D20? I just want to make sure it's a D20. You didn't put any
D20.
pluses?
A D20.
Oh!
No pluses.
Oh, no! Oh, no.
He goes, ha! Ah! Well then, looks like your diamond and your weapon are mine. And he holds his hand out.
Xavier will give the diamond to him, and then he's going to say, well, go ahead. Tell him that the weapon's his now.
He'll finish off his drink, stand up a little bit tipsy, and walk over towards Isaac.
Out of character, I have a plan. I have a plan, okay? I have a plan. But I want to roleplay this, so don't worry, okay? I have a... Save your fucking Anderson. I always have a plan. Don't worry.
He'll walk over to Isaac. Isaac, have you been following any of this? Like, does Isaac know what's coming, or...
Oh, no. So...
He's just eating his fucking steak.
No. Because this has been going on for a while, he
Yeah,
would have
it has.
finished his steak, and would be talking to Cathor, and looking at a scroll, trying to decipher, like, what kind of device this scroll could be used to make.
Got it.
So he has a notebook open, the scroll, and is scribbling in it.
And suddenly you'll smell booze, and a bit of a stench, honestly, come up from behind you. Be like, hey, Blondie.
Hmm?
And he'll reach over and put a hand on your polearm. Your boss says this is mine now.
What? My boss?
Won it. Won it in the game over there. It's mine now. And he'll
Xavier-
nod over to Xavier.
Yeah, Xavier will look over to you, and he'll be like, he'll just nod his head and give a thumbs up.
Motherfucker! Don't goddamn don't gamble my stuff away!
Xavier will say, it's fine, there's no need to be upset as he stands up. Listen, it's all in the cards, it's all in the dice, it's all with all the gods of luck. Tell you what, gentlemen, in order to smooth over this kind of tense situation I feel, why don't we have ourselves a couple drinks, okay? My treat.
Wait. Sounds to me like you don't think I deserve this weapon.
No,
He
he
looks
does.
at Isaac.
Me?
Now you can see, as he's looking over towards Isaac, you see Xavier winking frantically at his friend.
He's got like a twitch.
Yes! It looks like I'm having a stroke, I'm winking so frantically.
Listen, buddy. And he's going to get up. How tall is this guy?
He is not as tall as you.
And
He's about a head shorter.
This polearm is taller than Isaac.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not entirely sure you're qualified to use this polearm. You might hurt yourself.
So now you're saying I'm incompetent.
This is Xavier
No.
laughing nervously. No, he's not saying that.
Listen.
He's not saying that.
Listen.
Just give him the fucking
Just-
weapon. We'll have a couple
Fine.
drinks.
Take the damn thing. Sure. Yeah.
No,
Fine.
no. Hey, no, don't go away angry. Don't go away angry, my dear employee, says Xavier, clearing his throat. Let's all go back to the table and have ourselves a couple cold brews.
Kid, You hear the barmaid from all the way behind the counter mumble, "Oh no, here we go again." And as you're going back towards the table, he goes, "No, I'm gonna take that blade."
No, I let go of
gave
it.
it to him.
He has
Yeah,
it.
I know. He's holding it. He goes, "I'm gonna take this blade." And that smug look on your face. You and me, boy.
No.
Who,
This
me?
isn't necessary. Wouldn't you rather
pointed
have
to
a
Isaac.
drink? Sir, wouldn't you rather have a drink? Oh, sorry, Anna's plus signing.
Oh yeah, Anna, yes.
She's just gonna slowly start standing up and is just eyeing Xavier like, should I attack?
And Xavier's gonna give just a subtle shake of his head and mouth like, not yet.
He will point over to Xavier and go, "I already beat you. Now
Yeah.
I'm gonna," and he'll level the polearm at Isaac. "Now I'm gonna beat you."
Wait,
I mean-
I have something better. Instead of fight, instead of blood, instead of ruining this fine ladies' establishment, how about a drinking game?
I mean, that could work.
Ooh. Okay.
Fuck yeah, Xavier.
Xavier?
Xavier.
Roll
Yeah.
me a trust with a severe penalty, because this
Oh,
man
well-
loves to fight.
Yeah, but he might love to drink more.
Yeah, he might.
Ooh.
Like I said, yeah, roll me. Ooh.
I don't know.
He goes, "What's better than a good fight?" And he draws out his scimitar and says, "You and me." And he'll throw the polearm back to Isaac. Island.
Wait, I know one thing that's better than a good fight. Just listen to me. One last thing, okay? One last thing, and Xavier's going to carefully go over, because you are a red-blooded man, and I know one thing better than a good fight, and that is, and he'll whisper into the man's ear, and he'll whisper a lewd thing. It is. That is exactly. Anna said the words, but I'm whispering that.
You.
I like how I knew this is where it was going
I'm
for a
trying
while.
so hard to stay.
I'm
This is
so
amazing.
confused because I
I
could
know.
probably beat this guy's ass really hard.
Xavier, you feel the touch of cold steel against you,
Ah,
and he goes,
no, not by me. Not with
Yeah.
me.
he looks back at the table, and he goes, "First fight, then maybe I'll take you up on one of your little pretties over there." And he kind of shoves you back with the scimitar.
All
And then
right,
he
so
tosses the
hold
polearm
on.
to Isaac.
Isaac's going to catch it with ease.
Not with
So
me.
here's the thing. Let's do this outside if you really want to fight. I don't want to be responsible for breaking any of this lady's shit. And if you don't go outside, I will make you go outside. How about that?
Whoa, big talk, pretty boy. There's an island right over there. Follow me.
Is he
And
pointing north or?
walking out the door.
Okay. Sure.
Hey, get my diamond back if you have a chance. Says Xavier.
Isaac is going to go over to Xavier. You mean my diamond? Because I brought it? And you gambled it away?
I had a plan. I wanted to get him drunk, and then he passed out. And
Jesus
take all the
Christ,
shit
you have a
back.
problem.
No, I don't. I just need money. Says Xavier. Credits are no good here.
We're going to see a therapist when we go back to center.
I go see my dick.
First of all,
Muttering under his breath.
Nobody wants to see that.
first of all, kid, I'll give you-
he points to Susanna and be like, her mom did 15 years ago.
It's been 15
Susanna
years,
just-
Xavier.
Susanna just looks
Up.
like her jaw drops.
No, I didn't say that so she could hear it. It was muttered.
Okay, good. I'll grant that because
I'm not gonna traumatize my daughter.
no kid wants
Yeah,
to hear
dick.
that.
Anyway,
Kid, I'll get to you.
kick his ass.
I just want to point out how much I absolutely love Xavier's the diamond you gambled away.
You mean my diamond?
Yes,
sir.
kid.
My plus is no longer relevant.
Okay.
Go for it.
It's no longer relevant. Hey, did this guy leave anything behind on the table as he left in a huff?
No, not as pearl or gold gem. A half drinking beer.
All right.
Isaac
Well,
and
well.
whoever.
Sorry, go ahead. You describe Isaac first.
I was gonna say Isaac and whoever else wants to follow.
Kids
Boy, I
follow
was
the
suggesting we
shit.
need to
Yeah.
follow this. We need to follow this. Xavier says, "I might have made an oopsie, everyone."
You don't
it is
say.
nighttime now, but luckily it's a full moon and there's a bright starry sky.
that's
so
okay.
there's plenty of light.
That's okay. Wherever we're going, it'll be fine.
He kind of like steps lightly through the water wheel and goes over to this island over here, and he starts like making swipe motions with the scimitar like he's warming up.
Okay. And this is the place?
Yep, as good a place as any to kill you.
All right.
Kill.
Isaac is going to take out that silver star and flick it, which will launch into the air and create a globe of daylight.
Nice. He'll look up, he'll look around, he'll be like, "Oh, you guys are loaded." All right. He'll look at Xavier. Maybe kill was too strong a word. I'll just cut him a bit.
All right. You're welcome to try.
To the first one to yield, then.
Absolutely.
And,
Wait, says Xavier. One last thing. Are you guys fighting for honor, or are you going to fight for something a little bit more tangible?
Oh no, straight up, if I beat him, I'm looting his pockets. And I'm
And
gonna
then you
strip
should
him
allow
naked
him
and...
to have the same right.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I have a bag of gems. I've got like 5 diamonds, some sapphires and stuff. You can just have it if you beat me.
Isaac, it's a good thing you can fight people.
Right?
Xavier gives
Oh!
a bit of a smile, and he leans over towards Anna, and he just whispers very softly in her ear, "It's almost like I had this plan at the start."
I don't believe you.
Xavier just gives a satisfied smile and a knowing wink towards his kick-ass friend.
So here's the question. Do you want me to fight with the polearm, or do you want me to use my sword? Because he doesn't have a sword on him.
hang on. Isaac, choose high or low.
High.
Who the hell fights with a polearm in a duel? Draw your sword.
Okay. And Isaac is going to go over to here and plunge the blade into the ground. Then turn to face him. Concentrate for 15 seconds. And a sword of golden light will appear in his hands.
Holy shit! The fuck? He starts like looking around. This is a duel, not a witchcraft session.
Hey, you're the one that chose. I can use the polearm if you want.
Fucking use the polearm.
Okay,
Like
and he's
his
gonna
eyes are wide, staring at a flaming thigh blade.
he's gonna dismiss the side blade, pick up the polearm again.
He's obviously
right.
very drunk.
Xavier's he's gonna egg him on and say, "Don't mess your britches."
So should we enter combat?
Yeah, let's.
Oh my god! Yes,
roll
first Palladium
initiative.
combat.
Woo!
Brought to you by the letter Z.
You are all welcome to roll initiative if you choose, and
No.
yeah, it's up to you. Like I said, and if you wanted to do something, you would be able to. That is always open to you. But for the moment, we're going to concentrate on this little duel thing over here. I'm going to Beatrice and Gloop aren't even. They're still in the bar. They really don't.
Was it? Yeah, I
didn't
want them to
wanna-
watch Susanna.
Yeah, I was saying I wasn't going to interrupt, but Cathor and Beatrice to watch Susanna.
Just in case
Here.
anything does come up,
Let me just do this
Lucas
for
is
ya.
basically not going to do anything. If
And
there is
pull
a
up.
thing, I'll then just
There you
roll initiative then, if that's okay.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, hang on. Let me look at his stats real
5.
quick.
Okay.
He only has 4. All right. Let me pull out his Scared.
I have no initiative bonus because I'm not using pistols and I don't have Sixth Sense, so
Right.
normal modifier 3. Okay, sure.
Yeah, the dice are fickle, buddy.
7.
They are.
Dice
Okay.
are fickle bullshit. I thought I had all his shit and then I didn't.
I had to take a screenshot of it because it's the only
Oh, I would have believed you either way.
I know because you guys are amazing players, but still, it was
Good
better to
rolls
see
need to
it.
be screenshotted.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree.
All right. So, he's going first. He takes one last swipe with the scimitar in practice, and then lunges at you.
Okay.
Rolling an 18.
Okay. I would like to parry using my polearm.
Sure.
Okay.
Dwarven.
Yeah, I should mention
Odious
the
Odor.
scimitar that he is holding looks incredibly well crafted. It gleams silver.
Oh,
Nice.
I can't wait for you to beat this guy. I hope.
I got a 23.
Yeah, you managed to bat it out of the way. You do notice, Isaac, that despite his drunken demeanor, he even from this small exchange, he's very skilled with this.
Okay. So
Your
then
turn.
it is my turn. Don't forget to knock out the...
Yep.
All right.
Did it already.
So I'm going to try and Well, let's try... I don't really want to kill this guy.
Right.
I want to try and hit him with my pole. Can I nerf my
Okay.
damage a bit? Like, instead of 3d6, do 2d6? And
Yeah,
do blunt?
absolutely. It's like a pull your punch kind of thing. Sure,
Yeah.
I'll let you do that.
Plus. Let's check the attack bonus. There you go. Plus 9. That is a 24.
All right, he'll attempt to parry it. Oh, just
Ooh,
barely
very
does
close.
Not make it. So roll damage, please.
All right. Let me check. Okay. 15.
Okay. You've been pulling your punch. You like hear some ribs crack, and he goes, and he kind of like just screams and charges at you wildly with another attack. A 9.
Okay.
Well, he has no discipline now.
I will simultaneously attack.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
This time I would like to attack his head, so that's a -9, right?
Sure. Yes. -6. 9 is the eyes. -6 for the head.
Okay, so then that's a +3. I'm trying to knock him out. It's gonna be really hard to.
Wait. I'm so sorry. What am I doing? Yeah, you rolled a 23. That was way over his armor class. So we're good. Okay. Never mind. He has
Oh, you're
armor,
worried
but
about
a
armor
23
class.
goes way beyond that.
Womp
Okay.
womp.
Womp
That
womp, okay.
Is enough to hit him, at least.
Yeah.
But that's
Armor,
gonna hit his leather armor
That's fine.
and do 7 SDC to that.
Mhm.
So give me a second.
Does he have a boob window?
And
Does he have a well, I guess anything could happen.
His shirt's
Isaac-
open.
Isaac, this will go to your armor as well.
Yes.
Whoops, sorry. Let me just roll the attack. Sorry, 11 damage.
Okay, 11 damage, so my armor is at
Takes
49
11.
out of
Yeah.
60.
All right,
and I
your
do...
turn.
Well, I need to do the damage. So, 20 to his armor.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
You basically shred his armor.
Okay.
Now he has a boob window.
Yes.
All right.
He's got 2.
Let's try and
Your turn,
disarm
man.
him this time.
Now he has a boob everything.
What is it to hit a hand?
That is -6 again.
All right, so plus
3
3.
for the arm, 6 for the hand.
Oh.
Oh, that's a natural one, buddy.
Yep.
The pole arm, maybe it's the globe of daylight. Who knows? You just kind of missed that last one. And he, taking that last moment, makes a devilish feint and goes for one attack.
Ooh.
25.
Oh my god, you're gonna get your butt kicked just like I got my butt kicked in dice! This man
that's
is
fine.
a god!
So 25. That's gonna hit. This is a simultaneous attack, right?
All right.
Or
No. This is just his next attack.
oh, okay. Let's try and parry. Plus 12. Okay. 29.
Oh my god!
Yay!
As in the blurring speed, Isaac just kind of spins the polearm and swats it aside, and he actually backs up for a second, like, "What the fuck?" Your turn, cowboy.
All right, let's try and disarm him again. But this time, I'm not going to use the polearm. I'm going to use a psychic power.
Okay.
Nope. I'm going to shoot a finger gun at his hand.
Okay.
So
All right.
I will use 2 ISP, because I'm not trying to kill this guy. And I get a +6, -6. So that is going to be normal. Damn it. So normal 1d20, 7.
It's enough to
Hits
hit
the main
him,
body. All right.
not the hand.
So 6 damage.
All right. That is actually enough to knock him on his butt. As he cries out in surprise as you point a finger at him. And if I understand correctly, it's not really visible, right? I mean, maybe if you're really looking for it, you might see something, but...
Yeah, it's like a wave of air-ish.
Yeah. He kind of sits, falls on his butt, and he goes, "Fucking witchcraft! You, a damn dirty cheater!" And he gets up, and he starts running. And he goes, "You just fucked up. I'm gonna get the whole gang. We're gonna come back here.
All right.
We're gonna paint the whole
We got
fucking
plus
town
signs.
red."
We got plus signs everywhere.
We got plus
I know,
signs.
I know.
No, but we wanted to finish what he was saying.
Yeah.
I understand your pain, Squee.
And he starts running. Yes. Anna and
first?
Kid.
Who first?
Anna.
I'm gonna do a Nero strike for paralysis and motor responses.
Now that's witchcraft.
All right.
Happy face.
So roll for attack or
Is that a ranged attack?
yes.
You
Oh, wait.
don't have to hit them? I think that's melee.
1 sec. No, it can be.
Neural
Yep, I'm
strike
within,
is melee.
yep, I'm
Yeah.
within 50 feet.
Yeah.
No, I'm within 55 feet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
she
then,
can
never
do
mind.
it. Yeah.
Do it. Shoot away. Neural strike away.
10.
All right. What does he have? Like a dodge against it?
I don't know.
If
hang
I
on.
recall correctly, we've been doing a save versus psionics.
Yeah. I mean, but if she's rolling an attack, you know what? I think that's what it is.
I
If you
think-
don't roll the
I think-
attack. He
No,
just
no, no, no,
saves
no,
it
no.
versus psionic.
I think the attack is when you're using it in melee.
Got it.
If you're using it in ranged, it's a save versus psionic.
Either way, he'll try and save. Nope.
Nope.
Ha! Luck's over.
So the
Odious.
legs of the victim become paralyzed and cannot move.
He falls face first off the island and starts splashing into the water because
All right.
gravity.
All right.
Kid. Well, you know what? We'll go ahead and suspend initiative for the moment.
But we should
Okay.
give Kid right away.
Yeah,
'Cause they
exactly.
Go
have
ahead,
plus
kid.
sign.
Exactly, Kid.
How deep is that river?
You don't know. Lucas knows. But he has.
Lucas, no. How does Lucas know? Does he have figure out depth of water skill?
Lucas
Yeah,
went
he was
under the bridge and stared at the river.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I sure did.
Well, my initial action is once again moot. So Kid's just essentially gonna lightly jog over, I guess, and make sure and yank this guy out of the pond
Okay.
or river.
You as you yanking him over there, he's kind of like he's trying to talk. He's like,
Shut up.
All right, says Xavier. Quickly, Gag him and tie him up. we gotta make sure his buddies don't know about this. The plan is simple.
Does he have like a scarf or like a sash or some shit on?
Yeah,
He's
he's got
very
like
tight.
he's got like a very billowy shirt, sleeves.
Sure,
He
that'll
could have,
work.
like, a scarf or sash. And by the way,
Nice hat.
Lucas, you start to notice there's a crowd gathering around you of townspeople because you guys have been, at least he has been shouting a lot.
There's also a globe of daylight.
There's also a globe of daylight.
God damn it! Witnesses.
Come.
Jesus Christ! Lucas.
Okay. First things first. Don't think they know what that is. Second, their eyes are just transfixed on it, and they're like, "What are you doing?"
Just a duel here, folks. Just a duel for honor. Unfortunately, Odious here had far too much to drink, and he fell into the water. As you can see, he can barely comprehend. Our friend was kind enough only to leave him a little bit battered, because we don't believe in bloodshed. We're just traveling through. I think it's best that you, as you can smell from him, how inebriated he is. Perhaps, are there any volunteers to escort him to his house and make sure he gets a good night's sleep? To, sleep off the drink.
The barmaid kind of pushes through the crowd, and she goes, No, you gotta let him go now. His friends, they're...
The man can't even stand, though.
She shakes her head. You don't understand. He's part of a gang of, I don't know, what do you call them? Bandits, pirates, whatever. So far, they've left us with only taking money, but if they think that if he gets too pissed, you gotta let him go.
Xavier pauses for a moment and says, "We'll take your advice in just one moment," as he gestures for his friend to come closer in a quick huddle.
This is Isaac, right?
Huddle up. Lucas, get
Everyone.
over here. Stop giving out
Kid
gum. They don't know
drags
what
the
that is.
dude with them.
There's one young guy who's like 20. He's taken it. He's gotten the wrapper off of it, and he's just staring at it.
Just pulling
Listen.
with the like sticky tack.
All right, now's not the time to point blame, but when the world closes a door, it opens up a window. These poor people are terrorized by these bandits or whatever, right? So why don't we let him go to his friends? We go there, we kick all their butts, we take all their stuff, then no more bandits. You get all your things back, Lucas, and then some. And the best thing is that we'll scare the shit out of these guys so much they'll leave the town, and we'll leave this place better than we left off. What do you think?
Let's get numbers first
Okay, good idea.
before you start betting on
See?
the odds again.
Xavier's gonna pause
Think
for
of
a
your
second. He
next
says,
words carefully.
"We don't have time for a battle of wits, but I can tell you're sharp as ever, Anna. That's a great idea." And he gives a charming smile.
Unamused.
Your luck really sucks.
My
Out of
luck is
every
excellent.
out
I
of
rolled a perfect
everybody,
score.
I understand that, but out of everybody you could have gambled against, it was the guy with a gang and pirates. The first night we're fucking here. Gambling
I will
away
admit that
my
this didn't
stuff too.
Listen, I will admit that this did not go as smoothly as the first time I arrived on Palladium.
Okay. Well, why don't we offer to escort him to his friends? How about that?
Numbers first.
Numbers first, sure. Hey! And he's going to shout across the river to the barmaid.
What?
How many people are in his gang?
What?
How many people are in his gang?
I don't know, like 20?
Is that all?
What do
You
you
don't
mean
have
is that
any guns.
all? They're killers.
No, let's go and do this.
Xavier is going to meander over, cross the river, go towards the barmaid, and he says, "Please don't fret. I understand that these are a gang of ruffians, but we've dealt with ruffians before. I'll promise you that nothing's going to blow back. What we're going to do, we're going to escort him back to his friends, explain the situation, give everything that was gambled away, and everyone will be happy. Everything will be fine. We will resolve this, I assure you."
Also kill him. No, I don't say that.
Yeah, please don't. Xavier will look at the bartender, hopefully.
She'll look at you. And the globe of daylight that's still hanging in the air.
Oh, Isaac's gonna recall that.
And she'll be like, well, I mean, what choice do we have?
Mm-hmm. So where are his friends exactly? Where do they reside?
I hope you know what you're doing.
Oh, we do.
Nope.
We do.
Not.
She has a speech impediment. She has a speech impediment where when
I
she
will
says
punch
no,
you,
she says
Xavier.
yes. Ah. Okay.
She's looking back and forth between the two of you, and she goes, we're all gonna die.
You're not going to. No. Ridiculous. Don't be ridiculous. You're not going to.
And at that moment, you hear, Xavier? What are you doing, Susanna?
Oh,
One day on my place, and you are already. What is going on? And
you know what? Come with us. I'll explain on the way.
She is not coming with us.
We need the numbers.
You're gonna throw your own 14-year-old daughter into a fight.
She's not gonna be in the fight. I have another plan, says Xavier.
Your 14-year-old daughter.
Trust me. We all just need to be together.
I'm glad you guys. I think this has been the closest we've been in months.
There we go. Sorry, I disconnected. I have another plan. Don't worry. It's foolproof. All right. So, did this bartender point us in the right direction?
Yeah, she'll say like very resigned. She'll say, further down the river, it widens. There's an outlet, a cave. They sailed a ship in there. Maybe it's not seaworthy anymore. I don't know, but they live out of it in that cave.
Mm-hmm. Okay, says Xavier happily. Well, off we go. And Xavier will ask for a volunteer, or he'll do himself, to collect Beatrice and Floop, because he actually does have a pretty damn good plan.
Susanna comes up, looks straight to Anna. What's he done? What's going on?
We're apparently gonna go fight a gang now.
No, we're not. I have a plan. Please. I know I've gotten us to this point. Let me fix it for everybody, okay? Please. It'll be fun. It'll be great. It'll be an adventure. Let's get down the river and away from these people, though, quickly before he starts to get back to who he is. And I hope you can do whoever did that to him, I hope you can keep doing it.
Not if we're gonna fight 20.
We're not gonna fight even 2. Trust me. But I have to get out inside of earshot of all these people. Let's get down the river. Come on. Let's go. Come on.
I am not amused with you.
I know you're not amused, but that's okay. You'll be super amused by the end of this, and at the end, you're going to say, Xavier Anderson, you're a genius. You've made us rich. You're handsome. You're beautiful.
I would
never
say
all these
those
words.
things.
Oh, yes, you will. You will say all these things in that particular order. I can't wait. Come on, Susanna.
I'll punch.
Xavier's going to take his daughter by the shoulder and escort her down. Okay, lift him up. Let's go.
Actually, as you go to do that, you're hit with a wave of nostalgia. The way she's standing with her arms crossed, the way she's tapping her foot, it is clear she learned that from her mother.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. We don't need to go down memory lane. We need to fix pirate face here. Okay. Let us know when we're out of earshot, like down the river a little bit. I don't want to go all the way to this cove or whatever. I just want to be outside the village. Let me know when we're outside the village.
Someone's grabbing Beatrice and Cathor?
Yes, please.
Okay. We'll say that's easy enough.
Okay. And Floop. We need Floop. Trust me, we need.
You mean Gloop?
Gloop, whatever.
Yeah.
Whoever he is.
All right. So yes, we'll say you guys make it a good several hundred yards down the river out of earshot.
Perfect, says Xavier. Okay, we have to tie him up, but first strip him down to his underclothes. Floop, Gloop. I'd like you to study this man's face and see if you can't mimic him exactly, okay?
Gloop mimics him exactly.
Perfect. Now take off his clothes and put them on Gloop.
No, he's even wearing his clothes.
Oh, perfect. Oh, great. Okay, then we don't need to see that. Isaac, you can go ahead and take all your stuff, and as a mea culpa on my end, all of his gems, everything else, it's all yours, okay? For all this stress and the fight and everything else. It's my makeup gift to you, okay?
Okay.
All right, you wanted to take his pockets? You can take his pockets. Oh, sorry, kid is plus signing like a mofo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, kid?
I was gonna say he's already tied up.
Oh, good. Even better. So,
yeah.
Kid ripped the sleeves off and tied him up with them.
Yes.
Good job.
Impromptu. Also, as you're offering this man's shit to Isaac, kid's gonna mention just you really like regifting other people's things, huh?
It's not regifting when, you know what? I'll just let that slide for now. We don't have time to explain the intricacies of theft and long-term ideas. Anyway, okay, all right, so this is the idea. This is what we're faced with, right? Now, we could just leave this guy tied up in the woods. We go on with the carriage, but you know what's eventually going to happen? He's going to get untied, go to his buddies, say, oh, these idiots robbed me, and they'll take it out on these poor townspeople, right? Now, we can't also slit his throat because that's pretty... I mean, I bet with the guy. He won the bet. It'd be pretty unfair for us to kill him over this misunderstanding, right? I don't want his blood on my hands. So this is what I think we do. I think we take care of their entire gang, but we don't march in and fight all 20 of them, Anna, says Xavier sarcastically.
No, we just piss off 20 of them.
Is we send Floop in to scout out, to see who's there, who's alert, who's awake, who's asleep. It's the middle of the night, and they probably like to drink, right? Then step 2 is for us to drug it, have the friend Floop, give it to all of them, say it's a haul or a gambling win or whatever, boom, they're all knocked out, right? Then we rob them of everything they have, give a portion of it to the villagers, especially the weapons or whatnot, and when all these bandits are up, they'll have nothing. No weapons, no nothing, no money, and then even if they're completely pissed off, even if this guy wakes up and tells the rest of them, they'll have no power to extract any sort of revenge. We get plenty of loot, we get plenty of money to spend in this new world, and these villagers have these bandits completely and utterly defanged. What do you think about that?
Interesting.
Xavier, Beatrice says. You see who's unslung her large crossbow. Do you remember what happened the last time you endangered my friend with a crazy plan?
Oh, we got incredibly rich?
I shot your friend 6 times.
Uh-huh.
Would you like me to try that again on you?
No. Why? How is Gloop gonna be endangered? He's gonna be masquerading as their friend.
You want to send him into a cavern full of pirates? No. Not in a million years.
Okay, says Xavier with a smile. Would you feel better with this plan if you were at his side to make sure nothing goes wrong?
No.
Lucas raises his hand.
Yes.
He goes, all right, so Xavier, probably something you don't know. Oops. excellent at actually looking like a person, having the same mannerisms and whatnot. Can't have a lick of what they actually sound like, though. Go ahead.
That's really true. He's absolutely right. He says, looking just like Odious, but sounding just like Gloop.
Xavier paces from back to.
And Beatrice goes,
I'm open to other adjustments to this plan.
And Beatrice says, if you want to take on some pirates, I'm more than willing if there's loot involved. But Gloop is never to be put in danger. Is that clear?
Crystal.
Good.
Although I would say it's a little hypocritical, Beatrice. After all, you use Gloop to knock over that vault on Noble Station, and that museum vault on Noble Station, and you put him in danger as well. So maybe let's not go so hard and fast in that rule.
She has like a steaming vision. She says, he had an intangibility belt that he doesn't have right now.
Okay. Says Xavier, listen, this is neither the point nor not the point. Now, we've already made ourselves a little profit off this scumbag, but I would feel really bad just murdering him or leaving this poor village, worse off than when we showed up. So I guess maybe it's my old age or tasks back on Cyrene, but I just can't run away from this one.
Ooh. Lucas, the reason, out of character. Levine's Xavier's daughter's name, right?
No,
Susanna. Levine is the used to be a goddess you left back on.
Right, excuse me, Susanna. All right. Points out Susanna. She knows the area pretty well. Two things that I usually try to do whenever I try to get out of a sticky situation. Usually get some bigger and more powerful to kind of be a deterrent. AKA kind of have them entangled with either a government or another gang if you can actually find one of those.
So you're saying we should hand this guy over to them and just make it seem like their buddy was captured and then they don't think the people were involved whatsoever?
Yeah, I mean, we can always just go into the cavern. We can guide them there. We can just go in there and take them out ourselves, because I'm quite sure we won't get any of their stuff if, they go in and do that.
I'm pretty sure they'd be quite a sizable bounty, and as long as this guy is with us, he can't go blab to his friends, can they?
Yes.
His friends might go looking for him, but the townspeople can honestly say he left with these people, and then maybe they'll chase after us, or, but at least...
Big thing is to try to find the closest and probably most reasonable group that we can, but we don't really know the area pretty well. But Susanna probably does.
Susanna, do you know anything that might fit that bill?
Well, frontier villages like this technically are usually under the rule of some sort of sovereign, but a village this far out, you don't see any town's guards. Any sort of government that you would speak of would probably be days from here. As for other groups of bandits, I guess it's always possible. I didn't exactly take surveys on my way through here.
Okay, Xavier says. We still have another ace up our sleeve. If Gloop is unable to do this, maybe I can, he says, as he looks over towards Lucas. Do you mind shining that light one more time? I need to get a look at his face.
Lucas goes, No, I didn't shine any light. I can do that if you'd like.
Oh, yeah. Okay, go ahead, Lucas.
He was told, not to bring... Oh, that's right. Electronics can't even work like that here.
Isaac,
right?
then? I just needed a glow of daylight over this guy so I can see him, because it's pitch black. I'm
Susanna sighs and says an incantation and whoosh, throws up a glow of daylight.
I'm going to try disguise skill and morph my cybernetic face to match this guy's. Groovy Beans?
Sure.
All right. I got an 85% chance. Come on. 86, really?
Oh my god.
There might be a couple flaws in this.
Yeah. That's close enough. I mean, like you said, you're close. Anyone who knows him really well and gets close enough might be like, well, I don't remember his nose being that flat, but
All
yeah,
right.
you're close.
Xavier now is going to try and imitate his voice. Now, he listened to this guy talk for a while, so it's okay if I do an imitated voice and impression check now?
Yes. Yeah, you played with him
All
for
right.
a couple hours.
Yeah, so this is 76 now. Okay, at least I can sound a lot better like him.
Yes.
Okay.
So all in all, not a bad, not bad at all for someone who's unwary and doesn't get too close.
All right, so now Xavier is going to take off his clothes and put them on.
It's a close enough fit, mainly because they're loose fitting.
Yeah, thank
You're
God.
missing arms now. You look like an 80s punk rock because he's wearing a black leather vest and a sleeveless silk shirt now.
Xavier is going to pause for a moment, and he's going to say... He's going to look to Isaac, and he's going to say, you know, the best lies are the ones that have just a little bit of truth in them. I'm going to need to borrow the necklaces that you took off this guy just to finish the ensemble.
Yeah,
and
sure.
then I'm going to need you to give me a black eye.
You sure?
I'm going to have to explain why I got into this fight.
Okay.
Hey, says Xavier, use it as a payback for me betting the stuff that the diamond that you gave me and getting us in this situation.
So Isaac, Beatrice starts to go, if you don't want to, and then Isaac just...
Ow!
Isaac, roll damage, please.
I'm assuming you did a
full
restraint
punch.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you do a restraint
Remember, my
punch?
skin is
Yeah.
like
I am doing a restrained punch. How much does that do?
It does whatever the damage is halved.
Yeah, correct.
All right, so 4.
Okay, I'll take off 4 SDT.
4 STC to the face.
I have
That's
13. I have now 9 SDC. Okay, I
Maybe
guess
that bruise might be a bit deeper than you were hoping for.
Yeah, he's like, okay. Consider us even now, says Xavier. So, I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna scout things out. I'd appreciate if you guys were lying low and wait in case you hear me screaming and a bunch of pirates chasing after me. You can maybe save my ass in a plan B.
Oh shit. Okay.
Don't worry. I'm just gonna scout things out, and I still think we should try to drug them and rob them. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to somewhat retcon something because I completely forgot about this part of my character. Isaac doesn't know how to.
Punches?
Well, Isaac doesn't know how to throw a punch, so he would have just used the ISP, the finger gun.
What do you mean? Don't you have a hand-to-hand combat skill?
Yes,
Then you know how to throw a punch.
but that's a flaw with my character. I'm trying to make it so that his punch is his energy expulsion.
Yeah.
So
got it.
flavor-wise,
That's the same thing,
I
just you did
misunderstood.
something different. Yeah.
No.
Okay. So
everything's exactly the
you overrid
same.
it with your character background. Okay.
Yes,
Okay. Sorry,
that's
my
it.
bad. I thought you
and
just thought for some reason you couldn't punch for some reason.
No. I'm just flavor-wise because just in case somebody calls me out, I did say earlier he doesn't know how to punch, but he uses the energy expulsion psychic power instead of punching.
On the flip side, we could make Anna punch.
You might
That's
not
true.
want to have Anna punch you.
Oh, okay.
Or Beatrice for
You
that
might
matter.
die.
So I'm just gonna deduct the ISP. Everything's the same.
Okay. So Xavier says, at the very least, so let's do a plan A and plan B, okay? Plan A is Xavier goes in, scouts things out, starts the drugging plan. Plan B is if that fails, as they chase me, maybe I can lead them into some sort of ambush?
Sure.
Great.
How?
Also, we should make sure this guy doesn't wake up for any time soon.
Hey,
Can I
Cathor.
punch him?
Yes.
Would you mind if you and Susanna just watched him?
Well, maybe Gloop and Susanna, because they're kind of going to be our non-combatants.
Oh, no, I am not, Susanna says. This is my world, remember? I am far more capable in combat than you, mister. She points to, pokes Xavier in the chest.
Okay, fine, says Xavier. Then Cathor and Gloop.
Cathor shrugs and he goes, well, a rapture could be helpful, but if you think that's the best place for me, though, I do have a question, point of order, so more so. Do we have anything to drug them with?
That's what I was going to ask next.
Well, no, but I figure, one step at a time.
That's a fairly important step there, Xavier.
Lucas, do you have any intoxicants or other sort of inebriants with you? You tend to collect them from time to time.
Where's the drugs?
Oh, drug? No, I'm all out of those. There was a nice guy back at
Oh, right.
Zebron.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
Where are the drugs, Lucas?
Okay, does anyone know anything about herbology?
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have seen Xavier start to reach.
Quiet, God. For a moment. Well, at the very least, I'll kind of scout it on out. Okay? Maybe I can get them super drunk. Alcohol's nature's intoxicant, Xavier, unassuredly.
So is poison.
Yes. So, do you have poison?
No, but it's also from nature.
You have poison.
No,
Okay.
it's from
Oh, it's from nature. Oh, I see. I see what you're doing. Okay.
Susanna goes, what about Kid? She looks at Kid.
What about Kid?
Well, I mean, do you, have venom glands or anything like that?
Oh my god, do you, Kid? And he takes out his notebook and starts getting ready to write it down.
Kid's just staring at all of you, just like, what?
What a day Kid's had.
I just go, no.
I just thought, well, Mother said that brightly colored predators tend to have poison.
Kid stares at her, then looks down at their beige and brown coloration.
Pinkish horns. Yeah.
They're
the pink
mauve,
horns.
thank you.
I know.
Oh, okay.
Mauve.
Oh. What about Lil?
You mean can Lil change into something that has poison?
Yes. Well, obviously they can shapeshift into a poisonous something, but would they be able to produce the venom? Is my question.
Actually, they would.
Oh.
It would have to be, so you've had enough time with Lil. It would have to be a creature they are intimately familiar with because they have to know the anatomy of it enough to make the venom glands. But yes, Lil is capable of it.
So, as soon as this is verbally said by Kid, I think we have ourselves a plan A. And a plan B.
Isaac's going to empty a water skin and offer it up to Xavier for the collection of the poison.
Oh, we don't know it can do it yet. We're all still looking expectantly at Kid.
Oh, well then.
Kid's probably
I don't
just
wanna
holding
mitigate.
up Lil.
Yeah, I don't know what Kid is doing, right? Because Kid's just been asking God questions, so.
It's true.
Oh, yes. But yeah, they would think after a little bit, and then this entire time they've had their bag full of shit and their jacket, and then they just kind of open their jacket and kind of pull Lil out, probably just been napping. Just like Lil.
Lil wakes up and stretches.
So adorable.
We need poison. Can you make it?
Lil looks at Kid for a little bit and then turns into a 2-foot-long, colorful snake and wraps around Kid's arm.
Kid just kind of like holds Lil out, just like, there you go.
All right. Now, important question. Does anyone here know how to collect venom from an animal?
I do, Kid doesn't.
Yeah, I know.
That was a useless answer.
Yay!
No, now
You
we're just
just
scared
wanted
of
to
more.
humble brag about poison collection.
Would this be similar to juggling?
No. Piph, for like 90% of that, I was following you thinking, oh my god, he found something. Hey. You got me. I mean, I'm open to being persuaded, if you guys can think of a way. But, like, extracting venom from an animal is something that takes skill and knowledge.
Yeah, you know, just does pickpocket. I
Lil,
picked the
bite
poison
that
out
one.
of it. Little attack.
I mean, yeah, IQ roll maybe? Kid
I'm
binged
gonna
a lot
have
of stuff.
I want to be as fair as possible. I'm gonna have to say no on that one because that's not a you can work it out through intelligence thing. That's a you just have to
It's a
see
tangible
it or,
skill.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Seduction.
Okay. Guys, let's not belabor the point then. So we
Mhm.
can't poison and or drug these guys. All right. I don't think there's enough booze in that tavern to knock them all out. So how about we just
wilderness survival?
I'd give it a heavy penalty, but yes.
Okay.
all right, give it a shot, I guess.
Yeah, I roll it at a -20 penalty.
So that'll be 78. Fuck!
And you die from poison. You were
God
killed by
damn
your
it.
best friend.
You guys, your rolls tonight are amazing.
Shut the fuck up, Squee. Don't humble brag about your rolls.
Oh, god damn it.
We're dear friends, so I can tell them these
I
things.
know. Oh yeah, no, I fully expected that. Oh,
Okay.
sorry, kid.
Isaac has a point in the chat, or a question in the chat.
Yes. Are there any snakes in New Mexico?
Yes.
I'm talking about
yes.
post-apocalyptic Silver
Yeah.
Rock.
So here's the thing.
Snake.
Tell you what, roll me a D100 and try and get really low. Because
Okay.
my thinking is, yes, there's definitely snakes. Yes, there might have even been snake
Fuck
bites.
no.
But yeah, but
82 is really low
extracting
compared
venom,
to 100.
like
Yeah.
at the most, I'd say Isaac might know how to treat a snake bite, but that is very different than extracting venom from a snake. So, unfortunately,
That's extracting
not so.
venom from a
All
person.
right,
Yeah.
guys, let's not belabor this. So we can't do the poison and drug. Okay, no big deal. So how about we go straight to Plan B, and I'll try to use my disguise to lure a small group of these guys out in an ambush, and then rinse and repeat until they're all gone.
Sure. Let's do it.
And here I'll be able to use my torn clothes as a thing and be like, "Oh, this asshole tried to duel me, and he tried to rob me, and he used witchcraft. Come on, I'll show you where he is." And then I'll not to the village, but outside, and we'll kick their asses. And they'll be like, I'll just get like a couple guys who are awake or whatever, being like, and I'll be like, "There's only one guy," and blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? I think I can make it work. Definitely.
Leave witchcraft out of it, so we still have that card.
Okay. Then he just beat me up. It's the black eye, says Xavier. Okay, perfect. This is all coming full circle.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's pick an ambush point, and then I'm off.
Yes. Give me a second. You guys talk about what ambush point you want, and I will find a map for
We
it.
don't know what's there. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know. Give me a second here, because I have a pirate cave didn't think about you guys luring him out to attack him outside, so I'll need a few minutes to set something up. But what would you guys be looking for? The topography is basically a riverbed, riverbanks, and when it comes into view, you see that the river actually has a small little outlet or inlet, I guess is what it would be called, that actually goes into a cave, and then you can kind of see in the distance, it's like that inlet comes back around to the river. So hang on, excuse me. So if this was the river, it's almost like it goes this way into a cave, and then way in the distance you see it kind of comes back out like that.
Okay. Well, we're not interested in at the cave mouth, I don't think, for an ambush, because that's too close. I'm thinking we want a place where a lot of people can hide so we can spring an ambush. So I see some trees and stuff by this thing. So what's beside the river? Do we have some vegetation, bushes, trees, hedges, that sort of thing?
Like stuff like
this.
Yeah,
you would.
That's probably where we want an ambush.
Okay, cool. Then if you guys don't mind, give me like 5 minutes to pull a map like that out.
Sure.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Xavier will come up with this scheme and excuse of why he's leading these dudes to a woods.
Yeah, and so what I'm going to say is what you guys are planning to do, there's no way we'd be able to finish that in the 40 minutes we have left. But
no, just do a chunk.
Exactly. We can get a chunk of it done and get where we can. Give me about 5 minutes. I'm going to mute myself, and I'll pull together something for you.
Guys, isn't this much more interesting than sitting around a table talking politics?
Oh, my God.
You should be so grateful that I'm a degenerate.
Anna's still going to be angry with you.
Not until this... You know what? So we'll see how angry she is when she has pirate jewels all over her wonderful body. And Kid's wonderful body. And Lucas's sexy body.
I don't know.
She's planning
I'm gonna go with Isaac on that one.
Go with Isaac? Oh, fair enough. Whatever. I'm just trying to break the mood, create some levity. Yeah, there was a little Spanish flea. A record star, he thought he'd be. But he tried and he failed and he gave up to drink and became a store manager at a local Walmart and died alone.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. Wow. Wait, no, that's not the lyrics to the song. Oh, shit. I fucked that up. Delightful. I mean, if these banditos have been milking this poor town for a while, they might have plenty of loots. Well, if they don't have a lot of loots, we got rid of bandits.
Oh, man.
But, this guy had a bunch of jewels and gems and shit on him. I have a feeling, I think there's more where that came from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I found something suitable.
Okay.
It is a small grove of trees and rocks. Hang on, let me pull you guys over there. So, it looks like it was used not very recently, maybe a week ago, as a campsite. There's a cold fire pit, a couple benches left, a rotting carcass that was maybe their dinner, and they just did not clean up after themselves. But it has big boulders and enough trees to provide a decent amount of cover for ambushers. And the cave, like coming from the cave, they would be coming this direction.
Okay. We'll get all set up. We'll make sure our good friend in his undie pants is off to one side being supervised. And gagged, very much gagged. And once everyone's ready, Xavier will depart for the cave.
Oh, I gotta change her size.
She's so big.
She's so big.
Xavier pauses for a moment. He says, one last suggestion. This could help during the ambush, but it might give me a little bit of backup in case things go really bad in the cave itself and I, don't get my throat slit. The magic necklace that we have. Perhaps someone can go inside of it and they can...
Isn't Ryle still in there?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit, never mind. Let's not spring Ryle out. That would be weird.
That would be hilarious.
That would be amazing.
No, I'm gonna just put where my mouth is.
Just spring them in the cave.
I could do that. Hey guys, look what I found. Ryle shows up. Oh, hey, do you guys have any fish?
Fish
And
or
then they stab
brains.
him.
Crushes them.
Yeah, he crushes them.
All right, so everyone who's taking part in the ambush, Cathor and Gloop are monitoring our friend, quotation marks.
Odious.
The cave would be coming, they'll be coming this direction. So you guys go where you'd like to go.
I'm obviously not going to take part because I'm doing my thing.
They're coming from which direction again? Is it this direction or
The right.
this direction?
No, other way. Yeah, coming from the right.
Womp.
I would like to hide in the trees.
Okay.
I would like
Make
to
a climb check.
hide
No, just
behind a rock.
Climb the trees.
I want this tree.
See, this is fun.
Kid, where you going?
Kid takes Lil back around her neck. Lil stays with the Gloop because Kid is a squish now. And this is a new experience. Protect baby.
They have to protect the small child,
We
the
can't
smaller
have two
child.
squishes.
But Kid is Kid's gonna go up this tree right here.
Okay.
Actually, no, they're gonna go back here and they're gonna see if they're no, here, there. Yep. Last decision.
I
The
would
kid
like-
chooses this place. It's not good, so kid goes to another place. No.
I
Well, we
would
got
like.
time.
Sorry. Yes, Lucas.
Actually, does my colors actually blend in with the weirdly like fall tree leaves?
Enough. You're not.
Alright.
You're not straight ninja in it, but yeah, it does a lot to break up your silhouette.
To be fair, it's the middle of the night, so that probably helps.
I want
Alright.
to make sure that it's not like a freaking
No, it's
shot of-
not. It's not a penalty at the moment. I will have you all rolling prowl checks, but not until something comes to hide against.
Alright.
Maybe Xavier will kill them all with one blow.
Okay, Xavier.
Listen, I heard that snort, a derisive snort. Miss Anna Fofana. You'll see.
Xavier, you make your way to the cave,
No.
and
Well, I just want to say one last thing in my defense. You know, Xavier might not be the best fighter. Xavier might not even be the best gambler because sometimes luck can turn against him. But Xavier is going to be in his element and convincing people of doing shit. Very good at that. Very good at lying and deceiving. So I am in my element, so I'll be fine. Oh God, please let me find. All right, please continue.
all right. So hang on, actually, changing something real quick. So you follow the river back up towards the cave. When you're starting to get to where the cave is, you're not hearing a lot of noise coming from it. You do, as you begin to approach the entrance, you do start to hear a crackling of fire and some small talking. But for the most part, it's fairly quiet until you enter the cave itself. Give me a second here. I will move you over.
Yeah, moving over.
As you enter the cave, you step from hard rock to very soft sand, actually.
Ooh. I know this map. I might have browsed for this map at some point in my GM past. Neat.
It's a nice map.
It's a effing nice map.
Yeah. And you see about a good 60 feet from you, you see four what look to be men of different ages wearing very different, varying types of outfits, but they're all some form of armor or fighting gear. Some of it's half on, some of it's half off. Their weapons are next to them, but it's certainly not an organized thing. They're very much wearing what they have found or what they own. You see 4 men around the fire, and you do see one man walking up on the bridge of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
But all the guys at the fire are sitting around it. Most of them have their back to you.
Okay. Xavier is going to start moving towards the fire, and he's going to try to stumble a bit, like he's been drinking some, as he heads over to the gents at the fire and kind of moves in to take a place by them. Kind of on the shadowy side of it, though.
Sure. Oh, well, look what the cat dragged in. Hey, Odious, what happened to your eye? What are the winches
where
give you
my
trouble
fucking
again?
sleeves went. Trouble? Oh, yeah, I got into some serious trouble. There I was, fucking in with that little cupcake, playing bartender, just drinking, gambling. And I rolled some dice against some stranger. I beat him, black and blue, took all of his stuff, but on my way back over here, he hornswoggled me, ambushed me by a grove, knocked me out, gave me this shiner, and took all the shit that I won fair and square from that scumbag. I'm hurting a little bit, but not stupid enough. I followed him back to his camp. That son of a bitch, you know what he's doing? He's not staying at one end in that stupid pissant village. Oh no, he's out on his own. Guys, I don't know about you, but I could use a little bit of fucking revenge. And I think he still's got some more of that loot with him. Wanna come with me? Teach him a fucking lesson.
There's a moment of silence. And then they all just start guffawing. They did you good. Oh, Odious always talking about, I'm the best swordsman in the land. They start pointing at him. And then one of them goes, yeah, but it does look bad for the group. Damn, Odious, why are you picking fights you can't win?
I thought I had him, and I did win fair and square. Like I said, he ambushed me, piece of shit. It wasn't a fair fight.
They start like elbowing each other, like, yeah, no, sure, it wasn't a fair fight. And then they kind of quiet down a bit. One of them goes, oh, good.
Listen, boys, there's no need to let anyone else know, all right? Okay, we all know my pride's been wounded, but if you guys help me out, I'll let you keep what he has. I'll keep my share to you as long as you just keep it between us. All right? We don't need to share it with anybody. The loot or the secret.
Roll me a trust check. No penalties.
Okay. I'm rolling up to all my taunts of Anna Banana. Ooh. 13 out of 70, baby.
Once you start talking about them getting some loot on the DL, they start going, all right, well, it is bad image for the gang. We don't want them to start thinking they can get one up on us. And they start standing up and grabbing their weapons. And the guy at the top of the ship goes, Oi, what are you about? We're going outside hunting. Hunting? Fuck in the middle of the night. What the fuck you know about hunting? Fuck business is of yours. And they just kind of like shout back and forth for a little bit. And then
I'm talking in the shout.
Yeah. And they just kind of stumble off with you.
Excellent. Come with me, my friends. I'll show you exactly where it is. Sorry, that was all inside Xavier's head.
Yeah, I imagine.
First
saying it out loud next to someone's ear.
What was that, Odious? Nothing. Nothing. You stupid idiots.
No, we definitely heard it that time, Odious. All right. So you lead them back, and it's pretty loud. You guys at the ambush site, you hear this like 200-300 yards off. We're gonna get him. What kind of loot did he have again? Whoops.
Oh, Xavier will start giving bullshit, but as Xavier did say, the best lies are the ones that have the grain of truth. So he'll start listing stuff he remembers Isaac having, right? So it seems genuine because it kind of is. Because Isaac did beat the crap out of Odious.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And we'll say. So here's what we're going to do, folks.
Okay.
I would like everyone in the Grove to roll me a prowl check with it being easier by 20 because you're not actually moving. You're just trying not to move.
Okay. So then with my armor negative, I only have a negative 20.
Right. Only.
Okay.
Prowling around in heavy armor is not easy.
So
Ha!
no bonuses for night, or is that like a?
Well, that actually is taken account into the 20 bonus,
Okay.
making it easier by 20.
Okay. I was like, wow, that's a heavy penalty. I thought it was. Huh, right.
Penalty?
No, for
That's a bonus.
No, as in for the armor. The armor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
seems
no,
pretty
it's
hefty.
the armor. Wearing heavy armor just by default makes it harder to sneak by 40.
That's
Yeah.
and
ridiculous.
halves your movement. No, it's not because you're not trained in wearing heavy armor. None of you are.
It's
That's
a
the
trade.
reason.
That's why I got
Okay, that
studded
makes
leather.
more sense.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I was
that's
just like,
why I had
heavy
training
armor,
in it.
but-
Sexy
Yeah.
leather.
Yeah, no. Anyone who has training in it, but you guys have training in body armor, which is very, very different.
Yeah.
All right, but looks like you all made it.
Mhm.
So we're going to give. Oh, hang on. Whoops, I got to do Susanna and Beatrice. What am I doing? All right, give me a second here.
This was what you described. by the way.
That's Susanna. That's Beatrice. That's okay. Beatrice is good. Susanna, I mean, I don't care
She'll be the person.
how many bonuses. Yeah.
She'll be the
Got beat up by a
person.
15-year-old girl.
Shut up. Shut up, boy.
So here's what happens. Xavier, you're leading them in.
Uh-huh.
You get to right about where you are, right? And what's your plan to try and maybe get them to the center or something like
yeah,
that?
of course.
Yeah.
It's an ambush for sure.
You get them to right about there, and then you hear shit, and a force bolt slams into the rock over here, and Susanna kind of like trips nervously.
Witchcraft screams Xavier as he points towards the guys. Get him!
I would
God.
like everyone to roll for initiative, but I want everyone to roll for initiative and add 2 to your initiative because you'd still have a slight drop on them. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
Oh
God,
my
Isaac.
god.
You're just staring at
sometimes
Susanna
class
like,
isn't a
what?
bad thing.
I just imagine Isaac's just looking at Susanna like, what? Why?
This is why we don't take you to these things. This is why we don't take you to the ambush part. Little snot.
All right. Hang on. Let me do. This will be. And I'm gonna do my normal rules for goons, which is they're all just go on the same turn.
Sure. It saves
So
time.
we'll just call them
Goon roll.
bandits.
they're no longer butter trolls.
Oh,
They
thank
are
God.
no longer butter trolls.
Oh, there's
All
no
right,
longer an Odious either.
It's no longer an odious either.
It's
that
a
is
me.
true.
I'm the Odious.
Odious is a good name for a pirate.
It is.
Actually, his name is Odious Odur.
That's
Yeah.
a good name.
That's a smelly
Mhm.
name, man.
Very smelly.
All right. Let's
Super smelly name.
Hyper smell.
He was described as being smelly.
It's true.
Gloop, you're not in this, so it doesn't matter. All right, everyone's has changed their initiative. So give me a second. Let me do
Mine is
Susanna.
still at 3.
Susanna gets no initiative bonus because she screwed up, and she still does better than a lot of people. Beatrice gets a 9. Okay, ready. Oh no, wait. Sorry, I didn't do the bandits. Give me a second. 2. Bandits got a 2.
Ah! See? Everything's worked out, Isaac.
Isaac, you still he rolled a crit 1 and still beat.
We
them.
all still get to act before the bandits. Every single one of us.
Yeah.
That's great.
All right, we're ready to sort.
Okay,
And get the party on the-
whoever's editing the spreadsheet, click enter, please. Thank you. Because I can't sort the data if it's being edited.
Oh, that makes sense.
There you go. All right.
All right, Kid. With your 7 attacks.
Fucking
Yeah.
7! Holy shit!
Fuck these guys.
She is murder machine.
So
She
excited.
it's almost like she was designed to kill.
Okay, you know which one is me, right? Please don't stab me. I made a piece.
Oh my god.
Kid could probably. Wait, Ken? Yeah, Kid has a heightened sense, so you probably would just have that.
I smell
You
like
like-
it. I smell like Xavier.
I don't know. Is he down or upwind?
And you
Anyway.
nerd.
For once, I was
kids-
not trying to call him smelly, but yeah, sure.
You and I are gonna have a talk after this fight, miss.
Oh my god.
Take your
Anyways.
turn!
Kid with their shiny new bow is
Mhm.
gonna take aim
You
for
have a bow? Sweet.
this guy.
It's not very shiny. It's made of wood.
It's close enough.
Shiny
You
and
can
red.
have shiny wood.
Yeah, but this one's not. You'd have to polish that, and this is just a regular bow. But
Look, man.
regular bows can still kill.
All right. To strike plus bonus, so that would be
Does Kid have any difficulty because of her the claws? Like they have to compensate,
I suppose we'll find out.
right? No, not really. The Kid's got it down pat. 16's definitely a hit. They can only take a parry action, so nope. Just you aiming for this guy or this guy?
Yes, guy.
Okay, go ahead and 16. Give me a second. Let me pull up their card. I need to see what their armor value is. That hits them.
Well, I didn't do much, so.
Poke.
Oh, well, still.
Remember, we're in SDC world.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot on a Xavier.
Remember, we're in SDC world. That could potentially be a lot for Kid.
Yeah.
Aw.
Oh, you're just making her feel bad. All right, so it grazes him. Got
Whose
it.
turn,
Got it.
sorry?
Right.
Oh, shit.
Okay, hang on a second here.
God, I have to keep track of arrows now.
I
Fuck.
know. Welcome to Ammunition Town population.
Okay, Lucas, your turn.
Oh boy, 2 people have shot their things where they are. Can I attack then move? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
We're moving that attack.
Can Lucas get down from a tree and get over there? No, I think it'd be funnier if he just threw a thing. Lucas winds back a stick and throws it at them. This is a throwing stick, by the
Oh,
way.
okay. Oh, all right. A throwing stick.
This is not just a branch that he took off the tree.
Well, from Lucas, you never know.
Finely crafted
You're like-
from the finest woods. Take this, son of a bitch. He's knocked out.
Oh, Lucas, you're amazing. You're a
He's
monkey
knocked the
man.
fuck out. He's
Go ahead and do
done.
damage. Go
Yeah,
ahead and
knocked
do
him out.
damage.
The natural 20, or maybe even higher. Depends, but yeah.
I mean, well, he's gonna try and parry it, but he needs a natural 20. So
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
a
How does he
33 to
even know
hit.
that it's
You see,
Legion.
that's the
That is
thing.
true. You can only parry attacks that you can see coming.
That's
Yep.
true. They're
And
aware
you
that
can't
you
can't
guys-
parry a missile.
That's true. Yeah, honestly, they wouldn't really be aware of where each and every one of you are. And well, you can.
Either way, he rolled a 1.
Yes, that's true. Can you parry? Well, you can parry like throw knives and sticks, right?
Yeah.
Only with
It's just
swords.
difficult.
Yeah. Well, they have.
Or only with
Well,
shields, I
To be
mean.
fair,
Oh,
this
shields,
is a
okay.
blunt weapon. They can
But
parry
Either
that
way,
if they're good enough.
I think it is a fair argument that at least until you all attack, they're not going to know exactly where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, except for Susanna.
Hmm.
All right, but still, do the dance. He does 7, and he's out. All right.
Lucas then leaps down. Aha! And he tries to leap down. What rolls?
Acrobatics, I imagine.
Acrobatics, yeah.
I'll do backflip.
That works.
Don't pull a Tom. Or
Yay.
a Kriana or a
Oh.
Ellie.
By 26.
You succeed, sir.
He goes, aha! Holding no weapons.
Knocked one the fuck out. I think you deserve that. Aha. All right.
All right, Susanna's turn. She very angry with herself. It's obviously she's upset. She begins chanting something and raises her arms up and like ends it like as she speaks. She gets louder and louder as she gets more and more pissed at herself, and ends with a crescendo. And give me a second here.
Are you pointing at the one you're knocking out there,
Yeah.
Dickens?
Here, I did it. I did the thing.
Oh God! And nothing happens.
Funny things happen.
Poor Susanna. No, I mean no. She
Oh, with the
finishes
spell.
the spell, and nothing happens
Womp womp.
because he
Womp,
succeeded his
womp.
magic save. Oh, poor Susanna.
Poor Susanna, you're mad. How did you put me across the universe? Without a mop, I couldn't
She's-
rhyme it.
She's still in training. All right. Next is Anna.
Don't forget
Are
to
we-
knock off the actions.
Yeah, I'm doing now.
Are we killing or are we knocking out?
Oh.
We
Ah.
didn't. Oh, do whatever you think. Well,
What did
I
your
already
heart tell you?
supposed to metagame. Do whatever you think is best. Because okay, out of character as players, if we knock them out, we could totally do Anna's plan of like just recruit these guys to be our boat, which would be amazing, right?
That would be
if
hilarious.
we murder them, or actually, if we killed a couple of them, it'd be no big deal.
I'd say just do what your heart tells you.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's only fair. Yeah.
Next question. How high would you say this rock is?
That one's maybe a foot or two. The one that you're standing next to, the big one, that's a good 6 feet.
Okay. She's
sorry.
gonna let's test some things. She's gonna do electrical aura?
Oh boy, are you now?
What happens? Like let's see, we might as well
Roll
try
me a
that.
D100, please.
Okay.
What
That's
happened?
a 1 net. Nope. What the fuck am I doing?
I don't know.
39.
Okay. You go to do electric aura, and you get the familiar sense of the crackle of energy appears around you, and then there's a loud pop. Kid, really loud for you, and then Anna, you don't feel anything right now.
Oh God, you're paralyzed.
No. I mean, like you don't feel the aura around you anymore.
I know. I'm such an asshole. And you feel
Jesus.
that.
Basically,
that-
anytime you try and use your electricity, you're gonna roll on the chart. Now, it could be really good, could be really bad, or nothing could happen. Like now.
I think that would probably take over a turn because then she's gonna be like, fuck me.
Oops,
Man,
a
that
doodle.
sucks.
Well,
I'm down for this.
All right, Beatrice is gonna just lean out and shoot with her crossbow.
yeah, Beatrice likes the whole lethal thing.
She's a fan. That's a hit. Can't parry a crossbow. 6 damage. That's not enough to break their armor, though. So, excuse me, 6 damage to his armor. All right, Xavier.
Xavier is going to make it look like he's surprised by the attack and stumble back into another guy and hopefully, like, quote unquote, accidentally trip him.
Okay, sure. Roll it to hit.
Okay. I think, my to strike is literally 1. I get a 12.
Okay, that's definitely enough to hit. Let me have him do a balance check type thing.
Yeah, I pretty much am forcing him to do a balance check, I guess.
He does not have. He's not a trained acrobat. He falls down.
Neat. Now I should see if I do it too to see if I fall down with him.
Sure.
Right?
Yes, I completely agree.
So I don't want to confirm that I also don't have acrobatics. I sure as shit don't, which is fine. I'm taking him out of the fight kind of for like a round or two, or maybe I won't. What? Did I get 100?
D0.
Oh, I didn't. oh yeah, I need a 1 in there. I got a 0, everyone. Ooh, I got 21.
I'll say that. So it's an unskilled check, but that's close enough. You stumble a bit, but you manage to keep.
Can I purposely then, since I'm stumbling, just say, "Oh, screw it," and just fall on top of them?
Yeah, sure.
Great. I'll fall on top of them and just swear, say, "Oh, fuck, you were there," in his voice. Yeah. Okay.
Cool. All right. So you're on top of him. All right. Gloop's not in this. Isaac.
Sorry. So Isaac is going to try and move. See, here's the thing. His movement is halved. He has a speed of 21. How far can I move?
So you can move, I'd round it up to 11. So 11 feet.
11?
In
Okay.
turn.
So from there to here. Okay. That's perfect. All
That's
right.
a sleeping gap, I know what you mean.
Yeah, that's fine.
Distance is the same.
Distance should be about the same. He can hit him. He cannot hit him. Damn it. So he can only hit him for now. All right.
With what?
I am going to use energy expulsion, the finger guns, and he is going to take a pose like the picture that I'm going to put in Discord. I'm also going to put it in the chat for you guys. He's going to take a pose like that because it's cool, okay? I can do that, sir.
Yeah, you can. There's nothing stopping you. Definitely not.
You do whatever you want, dude. I'm just saying, OMG. I'm just saying, I'm doing the OMG thing.
What if I want to be like Majin Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z?
Who's going to stop Isaac? Not these 4 yachts.
No way. All right, so roll 1d20. I'm not trying to make a disarm roll. I'm just trying to make a hit.
Got it.
Plus 4, 15.
That's enough to hit him. Which one are you're aiming at?
Middle one.
Got it.
And this was the large energy expulsion. Should I do damage? Is he going to...
Please.
Okay. Oh, shit. 66.
Okay. All right. You hit him, but good. Knock him back a few feet.
There you go.
All right. Perfect. That's your action. Hey, look, the bandits get to go now. Well, they didn't bring any crossbows. They weren't expecting this kind of fight.
Yes, it's almost like they were tricked.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, this is not looking good for them. This one's going to run to Beatrice, but that's 40 feet. He's going to have to double move. He's going to have to basically spend his entire action just to get there. This one's going to try and shove Xavier off with a strength roll.
Sweet, can we do an opposed strength check?
Yes, we can, sir.
Sweet. My strength is 10. Ooh, I'm perfectly average there.
His is not much better than yours, so we'll just do a straight roll.
Okay, D20s.
Yeah.
I got a 1.
He like bench presses you off of him.
Okay,
So he bench presses Xavier off of him and stands up. That pretty much takes his turn.
Uh-huh.
This one can get to Lucas just barely. So he's going to get to Lucas. And he's going to as he does so, he pulls out like like off his back a bastard sword. And Lucas, he's just swinging it straight at you.
Oh no!
That's a 7.
Can I parry? Wait, hold on.
Oh my god!
Can I try to parry his hand?
No. If you don't have a weapon, you can't parry a bastard sword.
Okay.
Sorry, buddy.
Dodge.
You can dodge though.
Oh no!
Dodge spectacularly.
Well, I think you're okay, dude. Dude, man.
All right. Those are their actions. Kid, back up to you.
I'm sorry, kid.
Why'd you have to make a boom?
I didn't
There's
want
no
to make a
reason.
boom.
I didn't want to make a boom.
All right, kids going to. All right, would they be able to see this guy through past the tree, or is the tree in the way?
You can see him. He's gonna have partial cover though. He's gonna have like 30% cover.
All right, then they're just gonna shoot at this guy then.
Sure.
I'm just lying on the ground.
Yeah.
Bah.
That is enough to hit. He can't dodge, so roll damage.
Hey, there we go.
Okay. Nice. Very nice.
I know what I'm gonna do next.
Lucas.
Lucas is going to scrouge around for. Is there like a good hefty branch around?
Roll me a D100. Let's find out. Choose high or low.
Oh, it's a 50s. Let's go with low.
Okay. No. No branches.
No hefty branches.
No hefty. Just some twigs.
Lucas shrugs and draws two tiny throwing sticks.
Okay.
Twigs to snacks.
He looks semi-serious where he holding these tiny sticks in his hand. He's like, "Come at me."
Yes.
What do you know what the sticks are made out of?
These are wood.
Okay. I would say that, so if he swings at you, I would say you could parry with those sticks. I would give you like a small penalty, like a -2 to parry with the sticks, simply because they're small sticks parrying a bastard sword. But
I'm just imagining this Lucas just sitting in front of a big eye with two little sticks in his hands. I'm ready.
but you see what I'm saying, Lucas? Like you could
Yeah.
do it. It would just take a bit more finesse on your part to do it.
Sure.
All right, Lucas, that's your turn. Susanna does not like failure. She does not take failure very well. She
Just like her dad.
chants a spell again at the same guy, and nothing happens again.
Ha.
She
That's
is
fine.
starting to get very peeved. This guy is rolling really well.
Good.
She's
She's more effective when she's angry. Can't
That's-
confirm.
That is true. That is her action. Anna.
Like, I know we keep saying that. It's like, yeah, she's clearly Xavier started. This probably shows how similar Inferno and I are because I'm like, oh, this is just Anna as a kid. How
You
heavy
gonna try
is
electricity
this bench?
again?
No.
It'd be
How
amazing.
heavy is this bench?
How big?
How heavy?
How heavy? Pretty heavy. This would probably more like a split log. Like they took a log and they split it down to use it as a bench on both sides. So gosh, that size, a couple 100 pounds.
She's gonna
'Cause
take
if you
one of
think
these
about it-
rocks.
Yeah, because if it's a 3-foot diameter and this long, and that's a tree trunk or half a tree trunk, that
Yeah.
is pretty heavy.
You ain't moving that shit without water, probably.
Mm.
She's gonna take one of these rocks and use super telekinesis to hit this dude in the head. Or
Which one?
this one.
Got it. Okay.
Is that there was one of the ones I was reading earlier that said they got a bonus. It was not that. Wait. Sorry, 1 sec. I need to.
Actually,
Yes,
what
okay.
I'm going to work with you over the next couple weeks to get your spells and put it into the cartridges, like I did with Susanna over here, so that you can just like this, for example, just click on a spell and it'll tell you everything you need.
Yeah, this is also me just not being good at fights. There you go.
No, I understand. So I'll help you with
7.
that over the next couple weeks. He cannot dodge. He can't parry a rock with telekinesis. So go ahead and do damage.
Oh, this does more damage than I thought it did. Is that correct? Yes. That did not work. Okay, just times this by 10. Oh, 40. Oh no.
40 SDC.
Yes.
You smash his face in, and he slumps to the ground with a rock literally wedged into his head. All right.
I'm sorry.
How much STC or ISP did you spend on that?
I think 10. But there's
Wow.
no. Well, yeah, but there's no MDC version of it, so.
Right. I don't know. I mean, if it's what the rules state, I might go over a couple of things and make sure. But I mean, if it's what the rules say, it's what the rules say. I'm all
Okay,
for it.
the exact wording, and we can decide on this, is 1d4 times 10 SDC per 100 pounds of weight.
Oh, that rock's not 100 pounds. That rock's like 5.
I don't know if that means because it's ISP per 100 pounds, or how, like, yeah.
So 1d4 per 100 pounds? Does it have anything less than that?
No,
You would just be using regular telekinesis, not super telekinesis.
I
to
don't
lift
have
that.
regular telekinesis.
Then 1d4 times 10 it is. I mean, I don't know. I'll take a look into it. For now, we'll just go with it.
'Kay.
We will just go with it. Beatrice. Beatrice is going to drop her crossbow, pull out her mace, and try and smash this guy. That's enough to hit. He's going to try and parry. And that is more than enough to parry. So, he just parries it to the side. That's Beatrice's turn. Xavier.
I am not going to get up. Instead, I am going to roll to the... Oh, wait. Oh, he's hurt.
He's dead.
I'm going to... Oh, he's dead?
Yeah, he's got a
also
rock
dead.
lodged in his face.
Oh. Then I'm just going to get up. That's my action. Right? That's pretty much all I can do.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, because it takes me a few seconds to get up. That makes
Right.
sense.
All right.
Maybe I'll shift a couple feet away from the rock guy.
Isaac, your turn.
Oh, he's dead. Oh. Daddy, is he sleeping?
Yeah!
Okay.
kiddo.
So here's the thing. This guy is attacking Lucas. This guy is attacking what's her face? I'm going to Beatrice. I'm gonna move my movement up to there. Wrong one. There you go. And let's see. Do I will try and shoot this guy with mind bullets.
Finger guns.
Yeah, finger guns. 1d20 plus 4, 17.
That's enough to hit. Go ahead and do damage, sir.
19.
Okay. Oh, you had exactly 19 left. How about that? Boom.
Okay.
Dead.
I saved you, Lucas.
Yeah. Bandit's turn. Oh boy. He's seeing his friends drop like flies. Can he handle it? He cannot. He's running, boys and girls. He is running. He turns around and hightails it out of there. I'm assuming people will give chase, so the fight's not over yet. But he is removing his full distance. Hang on.
Get him.
Hang on. I can do this. Just give me a second here. Just increase the width a little bit of the map. And he goes this way. He's gone into the white.
Oh, no.
All right. Kid, your turn.
Kid.
Fuck, I was muted. Okay, so as I was saying, Kid is going to hop down from the tree on. Well, actually, no, they're just gonna shoot at him because fuck that. No, wait, hang on. That's not what I needed. Yeah. So roll. Fuck, no, probably not.
What are you doing to him?
Shooting at him.
With the bow?
Yeah.
That's enough to hit.
Oh.
Yeah, and my rules for these guys is they don't dodge. No, it's down to 1, so I suppose I can go ahead. No, I'm just gonna stick to my rules. He does not dodge, so just do damage.
Gotcha. Boop.
All right, 3 damage.
Stuck him right in the butt.
Okay. Lucas.
Oh boy. Lucas gives chase. Now, how do you do your movement rules in this? Because I want to make sure that I'm moving at whatever his movement thing is.
So, if you're wearing light armor, are you just wearing Lucas's clothes?
Yeah.
So no armor.
Sort
Then,
of.
What do you mean? Sort of?
Lucas has an exact replica of his clothes that is armor.
Got it. Then you have your full movement, and you can move on your first turn up to twice that, next turn up to 3 times that.
Okay. So we're not doing it by like seconds, we're doing it by turns.
We'll do it by turns for now, yeah.
Okay. So his movement and double.
Here, I'll put it where you want it.
It's gonna go right here.
Okay. You can go ahead and move him. All right, so that is your turn. Susanna. Susanna is now chanting is not the word, screaming the spell at the top of her lungs.
Yeah, that counts.
It's starting to sound familiar to all of you because it's the same damn spell. She hates failing. And he does not save. Susanna casts levitation and lifts the unwilling guy up 60 feet in the air
Go.
and cancels the spell.
Oh. Rip your legs, dude.
So I'm going to cancel the initiative.
So here's an interesting thing. I'm having trouble finding falling damage in the fantasy Palladium because I know Rifts has it somewhere when it comes to wearing body armor, but that's not anywhere near the same. So I'm just doing a something that I think is fairly fair, and you guys are welcome to weigh in on it. But I am thinking for every 10 feet you fall, you take 1d6 SDC if you don't make like a roll with the punch or the roll with the.
Sure, yeah, roll with impact.
And that would not go to your armor. That would go straight to your SDC and HP. Because armor's not going to help.
Going to save your legs, yeah. Works for me.
So he'll try and roll with it. He's not good at rolling with the punch. Actually, what is his? I don't have stats for him to roll with the punch, so never mind. So he takes. He's dead. No, he's not. He is not dead. Wait.
He's just very badly burned.
Yeah, he is very he has broken both his legs.
Okay.
But he is alive.
Oh damn it! It's not my turn because if people back off for a moment, Xavier can. Oh, never mind. You can't read my mind. Let's
We
just
can
keep
leave
doing
combat.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you guys want to, we can leave combat initiative.
Sure.
And
'Cause
I ain't
he
going
is-
to anytime soon.
He's
All
no
right.
longer a threat.
Then Xavier will run up to him and be like, "Stop! Stop! We surrender! We surrender!" Throw them your weapon. Maybe they'll show us mercy.
He's just like son of a
Okay, he surrenders too, says Xavier, once again winking madly.
Anna, you see Susanna like stalking like up to you, and she's just breathing really hard. Very furious look on her face.
I feel you.
All right, so you guys have one unconscious and one very much conscious and probably wishing he wasn't.
Okay.
Do we have to wrap up the session
We do.
so we
We
can
very
decide
much
what
do.
to do with them next time?
Mhm. We can indeed,
Next
guys.
time.
So next week we'll figure out what to do with these two alive ones and the rest of the cave
Like
and
the 15
everything
other
else.
dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll
This
see
is
you
pretty
guys
easy
next
so
week.
far. Okay.
Yeah,
Take
for
care
now.
now.
They're not bad.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.